Hello and welcome to Side21 TV, where we play Dungeons & Dragons. My name is Hunter Douglas, and I will be the DM for a very special holiday series called How the Party Saved Christmas. We're very excited to share this familiar story adapted into 5e and hope you enjoy. So without further ado, let's introduce our players.
All right, my name is Hunter Grunman. Tonight I will be playing the Furbolg fighter, Garion Broadleaf. So you see Garion Broadleaf, he's a light blue skinned, very tall Furbolg. He's got kind of woodsman's like ranger attire on, and a big longbow made of like a really fine ash strapped to his back.
I am Jason. I'll be playing the paladin Theron Sunstriker. About a 6 foot tall Asimar paladin. He's got some spectral wings occasionally that you'll see kind of coming out of his back. He's wearing a silver plate armor with like gold trim along it. Got some long blonde hair, and other than that, you're just your paladin looking type, you know, out for doing the righteous and what he believes in.
I am Brayden. I will be playing the Elven Sorcerer Lucian Frostbrook VII. A high elf. He has half white, half black hair. He stands at 6 foot tall. He wears like dark blue and white royal kind of attire, and has like jade colored eyes.
And hi, I am Aaron, Aaron, and I am playing the Tiefling Druid, Desmond Daggerheart. Desmond is more of a shorter Tiefling, frost variant for the demon, and he's only about 5'4", 120 pounds, so a little shorter, a little lean thing. Is a druid, so has like traditional fur clothing, so just like leather pants, leather boots, and you know, traditional worked leather, not like this fancy crap that they deal with now. And then just like a long, pretty much a fuzzy vest with sleeves attached to it, but it's a fuzzy vest, and then you see the stitching right at the shoulders where it's like sleeves and then sewn on. Couple animal skulls on each shoulder, and just carrying about like a 6 foot staff. The fun side note is he's got white hair and blue skin, so kind of doesn't stand out in the snow, but is very stark contrast to most other locations.
All right, yeah, go ahead and open those presents, guys, if you want to.
It's candy.
It's candy. Everything's vegan as well. That Google said, so it's not blame them. Just a reminder, guys, if you don't catch the premieres of our episodes on Twitch or YouTube, you can always follow and subscribe to be notified when they do go up at Side21 TV, as well as TikTok and Instagram for more updates and other fun D&D content as well.
Rolling these tonight for sure.
After
filming cool stickers.
After filming the holiday one-shot, we will be back to our regular scheduled mini-series, The Black Hand of Fate. So definitely be excited for that, because I know I am. We left on quite the suspenseful cliffhanger. So yeah, that's going to be a little scary. That's not what it's about tonight. Tonight it's about games with friends, the holidays, about loving and gratitude, and about how this party saved Christmas. Our story begins panning over the heart of a bustling, festive town. Its charm is magnified by the season's splendor. Bright, colorful lights dance and trace every outline of every building, casting a warm glow that reflects off the soft blanket of snow padding each rooftop. The streets are alive with a holiday hustle. As townsfolk hurry about, their chatter filling the crisp morning air. From the aroma of fresh baked pastries wafting from a nearby bakery, to the soft jingling of bells and echoes of caroling down alleyways and corridors, this is unmistakably Christmas Eve. As the morning light bathes this town square, you all find yourselves approaching its center. At its heart stands a towering tree adorned with glistening ornaments and strands of twinkling lights and tinsel that seem to pulse with a life of their own. The air is rich with the scent of pine and the hum of a cheerful anticipation. But how cheerful? Beneath the hustle and bustle, something seems a bit off. Though the townsfolk move with purpose, there's a slight unease in their hurried steps. Faces that are glowing with a holiday cheer but also stunted with worried expressions. Conversations seem to hush as you approach the square, with glances cast nervously toward your group and the town hall, just to the east. It's as though a vital piece of the holiday spirit in this town has been replaced by a quiet concern that lingers like a cold chill in the air. Before you can take in the scene fully, a courier dashes straight toward you through the crowd, and his quick breaths seem visible in the crisp air. Clutching a scroll tightly, he stops just short of your group, his face flushed with worry. You all are new to town, right? Just came in?
Yep, we just got here.
Lovely. You seem to fit the description of the group the mayor was speaking of. I've been sent to bring you to the town hall if you would oblige.
Well, guys, it seems our reputation has preceded us here.
Yes, how many people were waiting for us?
It seems just the mayor is in his office currently. He sent me quickly to catch you guys as you came into town.
Well,
Ooh.
is the mayor pretty powerful around here?
Well, yes, of course. He's the mayor. He's just so great and perfect. Treats us all with such a dignity and really cares for this town.
Well,
We got to go see the mayor.
maybe we should go see this guy.
Yes.
He's obviously good enough. Look at the magnificent tree.
Isn't it? Yes, we put it up at the beginning of the month, and oh man, it just radiates beauty, doesn't it? He just sits there looking up at it, the eyes twinkling.
It is quite a sight.
Okay.
Where did you get this tree from?
I think it's. He kind of takes a couple looks around. It's actually a fake. We just put it up every year. We just keep it in the storage in the backside of town by the library. The kids don't know that though, so just let them believe.
The kids have to believe in the Christmas tree around here.
Well, it's easy to believe in. Look at it.
Yes, let the children have their fun.
They can have the tree.
Excuse me, sir. What did you say your name was?
My name is Frederick.
Well, Frederick, I think it best we not keep the mayor waiting.
I think you're right. Right this way, please. And he just turns around and hurries towards the other side of the square there where you guys are, just on the other side of the tree, towards the town hall.
Going to see the mayor.
Wow, look at his little legs run.
All right. You guys pull up to the town hall here, and it's a smaller building. A lot of the buildings are smaller and very intentional in this town. So you go ahead and follow him in, and you walk through this almost lobby area where there's kind of like a reception, and then he walks straight back into a doorway that leads back to a back hall. You can assume that it's for offices back there. And you walk into.
Can I make a just perception check as we're walking from once we get into the building towards this back hallway and see if anything seems amiss or
Yeah, for sure. Go ahead.
off from the normal vibes?
Yeah, roll a perception check. The first check that I'm having someone roll ever.
Woo!
Ooh, just a 9.
Just a 9. Okay, yeah. So nothing really seems amiss. I'd say you see, there the lady at the reception desk, just kind of looking down, glasses over her nose, just working on some paperwork. Looks kind of up to you guys as you all come in, and smiles and nods and back to her work. You see a few chairs all empty. You assume everybody's just hustling, bustling outside because it's Christmas Eve. But nothing seems really amiss. Just very empty in this office right now, besides the workers.
Not too many people here.
So you walk back into the office, and the Frederick knocks on the door. Doo, doo, doo. The adventurers are here to see you, Mayor. And you just hear a muffled voice. Oh, send them on in. And then he opens the door. First thing you see right when you walk in is a couple toy soldiers. I'd say about like halfway between like real height and, or what is it called, like what am I trying to say, like person, I guess a person's height, like
it's an in between a halfling and a full human.
yeah, right. And a toy. It's a really short like thing, but just standing there with just like a little rifle, just very, very stoic and unmoving.
Can I tell from here if that's actually a toy or a statue or something?
Yeah, you can make an investigation check.
Investigation. All right.
Okay, go for it.
Let's see. All right. A 12.
12. I'd say it definitely looks like a toy. Whether if you're, I guess if you're asking if it's like animate or not, it's very, very still right now, and just kind of guarded at the entrance. So it could be something that's, you know, maybe moving. It could be something that's just like decoration for like the entryway of his office. But you see two at the very entrance of the office, and then you see looking across the room as you enter two stationed right next to his desk there as well. As Frederick walks in, these are the members you told me to retrieve, sir. Oh yes, bring them in, please. Hello, hello.
Hey there.
Hello, the mayor.
Hello.
Oh,
How
the
you doing?
mayor. That's funny. Yes, my name is Mayor Augusto Whatnot.
Oh,
Augusto whatnot. All right.
Yes.
I
pleased
love
to
the
meet
name.
you.
Yes, pleased to meet you as well. Please make yourself at home. Come in. You see-
Garion goes and sits in this chair here.
Yeah, cool.
So, Mayor, a couple of questions for you. One, how'd you know we were coming? And two, how did you know we were coming?
Oh, well, I think I can answer both of those questions. So, we actually have scouts across the perimeter of our town just for security purposes, so I can keep it safe. And they alerted me that we saw a capable-looking adventuring group seemingly coming towards town, and it coincided
That's very
with.
kind.
Well, yes, I'll send the regards. But it coincided, unfortunately, with a drastic event that has befallen us last night. Please,
What happened?
Would you like some cookies or anything?
What's the? I want to vibe check this guy. Like, does he seem like he's on the up and up?
Yeah, roll an insight.
21.
21. That's really good. Yeah, right now he seems like he's just genuinely what am I trying to say? He's genuinely concerned for what's happened and what he's about to explain in the town, and I'd say with a 21 you can tell he's kind of desperately hoping that you guys will be willing to help, especially
I'll
having
take a cookie.
Oh, please. And then you see one of the he kind of snaps his finger, and you see the toy soldier right here kind of like reach over and grab the tray of cookies and just hand it over to you.
Oh my god. Thank you.
Just leans
I'd like
over,
to-
unmoving, with the cookies out.
Are these animatronics? I
Oh,
said to the mayor.
I
grab a cookie.
just a bit of magical ways. I have a way of having them help me around with just security detail and little tasks here and there.
I would like to step forward and say, Mayor Whatnot, I am Sir Lucian Frostbrook the Seventh of House Frostbrook. Speaking of helping, how is it that we can help you?
Oh, well, Mr. Frostbrook, thank you so much. See, as I said, we had a bit of a tragedy befall us last night. So there is this creature by the name of the Grumbus. Have you ever heard of this creature?
The Grumbus?
Have we?
Grumbus.
Roll a history check.
Oh yeah, can I roll one?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
It's a big 5 for Garion.
Oh, the Grumbus. I know him like it was 19 years from now. I've known him.
Desmond got a 14.
14, okay.
I got a 19
19, okay.
with my new weighted dice. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Wink,
There was
wink.
never a Grumbus in my forest.
I rolled a 17.
Okay, so 17, 19, you guys would have heard, and it's just like a distant, like, rumor kind of like that's carried across towns, changed a little bit here and there, but it would be a large creature that basically just kind of ventures into towns just outside, usually lives in mountaintops, and just terrorizes the hell out of townsfolk, essentially.
Oh, I hate the Grumbus. That guy's a jerk.
Oh, tell me about it. So,
Well, all
yes.
creatures have a place in life.
Well, I suppose you could be right. This one is quite terrible, though. I mean, you know, what good creature would want to ruin Christmas?
So do you want us to hunt him down, or?
Well, this Grumbus decided to, per my scout's notice, come to the town and steal all of the presents.
No.
Every present somehow slipped through the security, into every household, into every shop, took all the presents back to his vile lair, this terrible
Children.
Grumbus. He wants to ruin Christmas.
Thievery is never allowed.
Mayor Whatnot, where, if you know, of course, where would this lair be?
Well, this lair is, of course, on top of Mount Dumpit. If you choose to accept, I could absolutely provide you a guide to aid your journey. And of course, once you return with the presents, for all the lovely townspeople, you will be handsomely rewarded. I think about 3. He kind of looks up to all you guys, like seeing if you're reacting to the numbers that he's saying.
Garion is focused hard on this cookie. Like, he's listening, but
I
he's not
am
even worried about
watching Garion eat the cookies.
I'm standing there looking grand.
For
Garion, by the way, is like this light blue-skinned, like, furbolg, so he has like the very bovine, like, nose and kind of flat ears, sitting there eating this cookie.
I think looking at Theron, you get the impression that like he hears you, but he's not listening to you. Like he just knows there's somebody that needs punching, and the whole town knows that this dude needs punching. He's just thinking like, I'm about to be a hero of this town. This town's about to love me.
I'm on my 7th cookie.
the toy soldier kind of leans back, puts the tray down, and then pulls out another tray from underneath the nightstand and just leans back towards you.
I kind of say through like a full mouth. Oh, perfect.
I cast Druid Craft and I make it smell like fresh baked cookies.
Oh, it's
Oh, this
that's
tray smells a
delightful.
lot better.
For
Guys, the second tray is better.
500, maybe 500 gold each.
Okay.
I think we can work with that, Mayor.
For the children and nature's balance, that's duty calls.
Of course, and that's all I want as well.
That's like 50 gold each.
It is the season of giving, after all.
Isn't it? Isn't it? This is what I know.
Of course. And I'm gonna give you this, and I'm gonna hand him a little like 3-inch by 4-inch piece of paper. It says Theron Sunstriker Management. It has an address on it.
Well, yes, thank you so much. Kind of tucks it into like the like front pocket of his coat, which you can see now just sitting down. He's got this like gray curly hair that's kind of like mid-length, facial hair, white and gray is like speckled. He's wearing this like black and white mantle that kind of like comes over his shoulders with a red robe and white and red kind of suit underneath it, and then wearing this like beautiful like gold medallion that's got this like large red gem just like as a centerpiece with mistletoe coming out. Very festive. Takes the card and puts it into his jacket pocket. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. So as I was saying, he lives at the top of Mount Dumpit. It's about a 3-hour hike depending on the weather. I will warn you, there are some dangers you may come across. Just so beware, there are creatures of the woods and the like. It's a bit unpredictable. But you all seem very capable, so I think you can handle yourselves.
Do we know roughly what time it is?
Yeah, so when you guys got here, I'd say it's probably like maybe like anywhere from like 9 to maybe 11 a.m., so kind of late morning.
Okay.
And as I said, I can provide you with a guide to aid you in the journey. My favorite creature for this like is Fadolf. He is just out in the town square actually waiting orders. So if you'd like, I can walk you down, or have maybe a guard walk you down. If you choose to accept, I don't want to assume, of course.
Yeah, you can walk us down. I think it'd be better, if you're walking some VIPs down, rather than just one of your toy soldier guards here.
Oh yes, of course.
I'm putting the rest of the cookies from the second tray into my pouch.
I look down at the toy thing. I say, "You got a tray of cookies for me?"
He kind of looks around. Make a persuasion check, actually.
All right.
While he's doing this, I just reach in
Guidance.
my pocket and pull out a purely white rat. And I'm just like, yes, Nibbles would love to meet all your friends.
A perception with guidance is going to be 17.
Persuasion.
Oh, persuasion?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Here.
That's okay. See how persuasive you are about asking for more cookies.
11.
11?
With guidance?
With guidance?
With guidance, yeah.
Ugh.
I know.
Okay. It was a low DC, so that's okay.
Sick.
So he kind of turns around and reaches behind him, like just an arm's length of a tin on a bookshelf, and I was going to save these for Christmas Day, but I appreciate what you guys are doing for me, so always more cookies can be baked. And then hands you a tin of cookies.
I take them and I hand them to the Fearbolg.
Thank you. I'll put these with the other ones in my pouch.
Yeah, so you can add a tin of sugar cookies to your inventory if you'd like.
All right.
Yes, please. This way. At this point, Frederick has already gone back into the hallway, let you guys do your business, and so he's no longer in the office. Then the mayor stands up, walks out the door, looks back to you guys. Well, follow me.
I follow. Mayor, as we walk, I have a few questions.
Of course, of course.
For one, just out of pure curiosity, why is it called Mount Dump?
It's Dump It.
It is
Sorry,
Dump
yes.
It, yes. Well, it's a bit of a landfill situation, if you will. It's sort of where we dispose of all our waste, and the
Landfill.
mountain has seemingly magical properties that kind of disposes of all of it for us. It's really magical. You can see he seems kind of like nervous about like you calling him out for like dumping trash up on the mountain.
Was the Grumpus already living there when you made it a landfill? Was there a city hall meeting that maybe you didn't let him know about? Is that why he's mad?
Well, we dumped up there previous to his residence. He was actually used to be down here in town and started terrorizing it so much that we kind of just we didn't want that for I didn't want that for our town anymore. So I just had him
anyway.
leave. Say what?
What's the name of this town anyway?
Oh, it's Whatville.
Whatville. Okay.
Yes, the beautiful town of Whatville. Oh, I just love it here. Been here ever since a kid.
So all of the Whats live in Whatville.
Yup. Well, they're my people, so I wouldn't call them Whats, but you get the idea.
What
a lovely village. Minus the trash.
Martha May, what VA?
You guys have a recycling program here?
He ignores that question hard. So yes, if you walk this way. So he leads you guys out of the office building, back to the town square.
Now, Mayor, what about biodiverse plant life?
Yes, we can. We will. After this, maybe we can get with you about implementing a program of such. That sounds wonderful. As long as it can help my people.
I look over at I look over at Desmond. I say,
I wouldn't expect much biodiversity. They have a fake Christmas tree.
See, now
burning
that
trash is
seems
best
good
practice.
taste.
the trash thing reminds me of fucking Trailer Park Boys. I throw my trash in the lake and the next day it's gone.
All right,
Hey.
so here we are in town square. He leads you out to, again, the hustle and bustle. You can obviously see it's the holiday season. You see parents like hurriedly pulling their kids along the hand. You see people around the Christmas tree just kind of admiring its beauty. You see people carrying baked goods and boxes around. Yeah. So if you come this way, let me pull this man's in the... Well, yes, if you come this way, I would love to show you.
See you there.
Fade off. Oh, I'm bright red.
All right.
Well, anyways, and he will pull you guys around.
I'm light
here.
blue.
That you are, and a beautiful blue it is. I pull you over here, and so this is Fadolf. He's a beautiful reindeer. He already knows the mission. He was briefed previously. Fadolf, take care of these people now, will you? They're gonna help the whole city. And you see the what you see is, you can hover to the image. It's a
That
big
image is
reindeer.
Gross.
Yeah, it's sick. It's a reindeer, large antlers, and then through the antlers and across the back are just kind of like strands of tinsel and Christmas lights and stuff that just kind of like illuminate the area around him.
I'm gonna walk up to Fadolf and start rubbing his neck and use my Furbolg magic to just communicate with him and be like, "Hey, buddy, how you doing today?"
Yeah, you
I
kind
will
of.
actually follow him and use my druid magic, Speech of the Woods, and do the same thing.
Nice. Oh, what is Speech of the Woods specifically?
Beasts can understand me, and I gain the ability to decipher their noises and motions.
Oh,
And
nice.
Mine is called Speech of Beast and Leaf.
Okay, cool.
I can also talk to plants.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, so yeah, so you guys come up to Fadolf, give him kind of some love. He just kind of like looks up to you. Well, I guess he's pretty tall, so looks just straight at you guys into your eyes, makes eye contact, and then just kind of nuzzles towards you both, just like with like a almost like a just like
Good
a
boy.
caring, happy
Yes.
expression on his face.
He's a good boy.
You're such a magnificent creature.
Just
So
kinda, like,
much
rubs
better
into
than
it.
what's in the 25th layer of hell.
Chewy?
Oh.
The mayor kind of just looks at you for a second, like, well, yes. So this is Fadolf, and yes, he will guide you to the mountain base, and then there he will show you the way up the mountain. Again, it is pretty dangerous at times. So my scouts have told me I never leave the. Eats a cookie.
I'm feeding one to Fadolf, I mean.
He eats it in one bite, just like almost like chews once and just swallows it whole.
It's like slobber on my hand.
Mm-hmm. Just please be careful. There are dangers. The weather can get a little bit treacherous up there, and yeah, I will see you guys when you return. Please be safe, and I can't wait to hear the news and see all the presents for the townsfolk.
Mayor, whatnot, just one last question before we depart.
Of course.
If you had to give an estimate, when would you say the town tends to wake?
Well, it's a pretty large town, so I'd say it varies from household to household. Usually shops open around 7:30, 8 a.m.
The children will be up at 5.
Well, of course,
Yes,
they're
and
excited for the presents that you're bringing them.
Yeah, that's precisely why I ask. I wouldn't want any disappointed children in the morning.
Well, let's
It's
see.
good for their character. They have to wait a little while.
Good things come to those who make tough decisions.
Lucian gives a stern look to both of them.
I go back to Fadolf.
I'm holding my little mouse rat and I'm like showing it to Fadolf now. His name is Nibbles.
You just nipples?
Nipples?
Nibbles.
Oh, nibbles. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
but
was
no,
like,
not, it is a
excuse
female
me?
rat with a lot of nipples, but it's Nibbles.
So. Ask me
Well-
questions.
I say we go to Mount Dump It and kill the Grumbus.
Yes, if that's what it comes to. Again, please be safe. My biggest priority again is just getting the presents back for the kids. What is Christmas without the gifts that the parents and everybody works so hard for to show their gratitude for each other?
I've felt much worse than a Grumbus in my forest. This will be fine, boys.
I'm going to go ahead and cast Find Steed as a free spell because I'm a paladin,
Oh,
and I'm gonna cast. It's gonna come appear in front of me. It's gonna look like kind of a spectral dire wolf. It's big as shit, and I'm gonna go up to it, kind of pet it, and then jump on its back.
sick.
Wow.
Well,
That's a
I haven't.
fine wolf you've got there.
The
Thank
mayor's
you.
kind of stands back. I haven't seen magic such as this. Seems very powerful. Hopefully, you won't have any problems with the Grumbus.
No, he's gonna die.
I cast message as a cantrip and speak in the mayor's mind and say, I think we'll be okay.
He just kind of
You can reply to this message.
takes a look around, and it takes. Hold on. He has no idea who said that. Doesn't recognize the voice at all. He just kind of takes a look around. Looks at the toy soldier next to him. You. Okay, well, I hope to see you guys back here in due time. Thank you again so much. I appreciate it. Fade off, do take care of these people. Thank you. I have some business to attend to. Goodbye. And he
More
begins
later.
to
Thanks
walk
for the
off.
cookies, man.
Of course, there's more where that came from.
Wait not, want not, after all.
Lucian gives the mayor like a polite but formal bow as he walks away.
And as he walks
All
away,
right,
he
Fade off. Where
kind
are
of
we
nods
going?
to you as well and goes back to the office building.
See ya, Mayor Whatnot.
Mayor whatnot. dude.
What not of Whatville? What
Okay.
a guy.
Oh,
What do we do about that?
So is this deer gonna lead us there? Is that what he said?
Fadoff just kind of looks up to you and kind of shakes and you just hear all like the bells and the lights and stuff just kind of jingle and shake around in his antlers, and
Is he lit up?
He is, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sick.
it's like lights all around. The cords, not really visible. You don't know where the like electricity question mark is really coming from. It's just kind of illuminated little colors. You see the reds, the greens, the blues, the oranges.
He's a good
What
boy.
a fantastic display of dancing lights.
Just kind of shakes and then nods towards you all, and then begins to make his way north of the town.
I'm gonna take my dire wolf and I'm gonna kind of kick it, and he's gonna kind of start hovering 10 feet above, and as we're going through, as we pass people, I'm tossing them business cards.
They're all kind of like hurried, and you see this
This character feels familiar to me.
this small girl just kind of like grab a business card and father, and then yeah, you just see people just like look in the business cards. Some of them are just like whatever, I don't have time for this, you know. Some of them are like, oh okay, they're on what a boisterous name.
As I'm starting to follow Fade off, and I hand the empty 10 of that was given to me to this dude.
Sick.
If you could give this back to the mayor for me, please. Thank you very much.
To the toy soldier right here.
Yeah.
Did you eat all the sugar cookies?
Yeah.
Nice.
And Fade off.
Yeah, I saw that. Good thing he's not diabetic.
Yes, he needed a sweet
He
treat.
told me he wasn't.
You
Oh,
see
yeah,
a bunch
you
of
can-
crumbs in his whiskers as he walks towards outside of
I
town.
actually can't. They don't speak back to me, but I can like understand their vibe.
Okay.
I sometimes forget you understand animal vibes.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
very grateful. Yeah, the toy soldier takes the tin and just kind of sets it down and resumes its stoic post. So you all make your way.
It's the shortest an item has ever been in my inventory.
Thank you, Mr. Soldier. Don't let that become trash. Is that like we leave?
It just
Tell the
stands
mayor
there.
to make more cookies for our arrival back.
It still just stands there.
But it took the 10?
It took the tin and just set it at its feet and then just resumed its post.
Okay.
Sick.
So
That's definitely
as you
good enough
guys
for Gary.
as you guys follow Fade off out of the town to the north, you make your way out to the seeming outskirts. There's a couple like kind of towers that you can assume are like security or like guard towers in a way, and then a few like toy soldiers that aren't so formally dressed as the ones in town, but are more just like covered up for the weather, and you can assume that these are the scouts that he was referring to. So as you make your way out to the outskirts,
Hello.
you
Are they just as still as the ones in the city?
some of them are stationed outside of the like at the base of the towers, and then you'll see like some like make a perception check.
Gary's greeting each individual one. Hello.
Well, that's a 2.
That's a 2. Yeah, you see the ones at the base of the guard towers upon leaving town.
These little toy soldier dudes are crazy.
Hello.
Wow, these ones aren't nearly as fancy looking as the ones in town.
Yeah, they're the in-town guards have more budget for uniform, clearly.
Hello.
I hope they're not cold.
I'm not even sure they're alive.
Curious.
So as he brings you to the edge of the mountain base here, it's much quieter than it is in town.
Look at the majesty of that mountain against the skyline.
So you kind of come out to this open field that looking forward, you can see the slight incline that leads up towards the mountain. Looking up the mountain, you can see that it's pretty foggy, and kind of you just see the wisps of the what seems like maybe snow, just like a misty snow that's kind of just like surrounding the top of the mountain. And you can assume that's the weather that he was talking about. And while it's snowing pretty hard up towards that way. It's just lightly snowing. More than it was in the town, but less than what seems like is ahead of you.
Can we see like trash from here?
No trash. It's pretty pristine snow, no footsteps.
Wonder where the
Couple
dump is.
trees.
I have a feeling he's probably going to try to keep the trash out of sight line of the city. He doesn't want the citizens to know that he's being lazy.
Hmm. Okay.
Yep, Fadoff is just kind of walking along.
You think
Um,
Fadoff can understand what we're saying?
Garion has his bow,
Yes.
his longbow out now, and is just kind of like holding it, not like pulling it back or anything, but just kind of has it at the ready as he's walking behind Fadoff.
Okay.
I am most confident that the reindeer knows exactly what we're saying.
Oh, shit. I mean, the mayor's been doing a great job of keeping the town beautiful.
The mayor was not a druid. Pretty sure he can't talk to him.
You don't know that.
Hey, Fadel. Fadolf, do you talk to the mayor?
He kind of just like in his large strides looks kind of back towards you like side eye and just one like long nod.
Does he actually get it?
Looks back to you again. Cocks his head to the side a little bit and then looks back forward and just keeps walking along.
See, Theron, pretty sure it's fine.
All right. You've led me right up to this point.
Right, so as you
Besides,
guys,
he got sugar cookies.
yeah, you can still see some of the crumbs just like in his whiskers along the like the chin, the little chin fuzzies right there, just like licking them up. You guys get towards the base of this and roll a perception check for me, everybody.
Absolutely.
15.
15,
14.
14,
I rolled a 10.
10,
A dirty one.
31.
A modified one.
Yeah.
You're just like, Theron, you're just looking at Fadoff like, this creature is pretty magnificent, but not as magnificent as mine, and just kind of stroking your direwolf. I'd say with a 15, you kind of hear you notice the wind pick up a little bit, and we come out to this scenery at the base of the mountain, and you hear in the distance the howl of the wind. Seems a little too sporadic for the wind.
Garion immediately like pulls the bow closer and starts to ready for what is to come.
We roll a thing really quick. Ooh, yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay, yep. All right, so yeah, as you come out to this clearing right here, there's a large tree on the side, and it kind of bends around, and you notice in the distance the 15, and I'd say the 14 as well, a pack of frost wolves here. And the two that are right here in front hear you crunching in the snow and turn around as they alert the others. And I will say go ahead and roll initiative.
Let's go.
Wolves, we just want to pass through your area.
5.
Okay, hold on. This is my first initiative.
Aw, shit.
Doing DM things.
Doing DM things. Lucian 5.
22 for Garion.
Aaron
Holy
22.
I got an 11.
An 11 for Desmond.
Your boy got a 9.
Theron got a 9. Okay, cool. Yeah, so you see these wolves like kind of turn towards you and just snarling. You can see them kind of getting ready, and then in this moment, you see Fadoff kind of take like a couple steps back, almost like just being extra cautious. I'm gonna go ahead and roll these guys' initiative. All right, cool. So, yep, they're all snarling at you. They all turn towards you. I'd say they're probably all about 50, 60 feet away. So fairly close. And we start with Garion. What do you do?
Yeah, Garion is no stranger to wolves by any means. So he is going to just open. He's going to stay exactly where he is, but he's going to draw his longbow back and take his first shot at this guy right here.
All right, roll to hit.
21.
21 definitely hits. Roll some damage.
Just 5 damage.
Okay.
I'm gonna attack again though. I have 2 attacks per action.
Okay.
Second is a 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Same target. That is 9 points of damage.
9 points. So the first one was 2 or 5?
5. So
5,
14 total.
14 total.
And yeah, I'll yell out as like to end my turn. Like, I would suggest you run, wolves. You can hear that my voice has gotten a little edge to it now.
Oh wow, okay. Yeah, they just kind of just like whimper and at the impact and just bounce back and just let's see. Okay, is that all your turn?
Yeah, that'll end my turn.
Cool. So this one's gonna go ahead and go. It is going to move up. It's 35 feet, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Run up to you right here, Lucian, since you were the first one available to it. And it is feeling threatened and protective.
Did you guys see that 360 it did when it ran out?
That's fucking sick, dude.
It's the Tony Hawk of fucking wolves.
And it is going to do a chilling howl. So lets out a chilling howl. It's just, and you can just see its breath as it howls. The breath just seems to be more and more and more visible. So each creature within 30 feet of the wolf make a Constitution saving throw.
Natural 20
Passed.
10.
for a 25.
21.
21. Okay, passed.
I got an 8.
8. Okay, so the 8 and the 10, you guys take. What is this? What is this die right here that I'm looking at? Take 8 cold damage. It'll be half
Desmond.
for you, Desmond.
Wow, you look fine.
And then you are slowed for 1 minute.
Oh, the guy I hit is also, he loses 10 feet of his movement because of my weapon mastery.
Okay, cool. That one. Maybe 2. You said half?
Reduce its speed by 10
Oh,
feet
nice. 10.
until the start of my next turn.
Gotcha. Cool, cool.
And it doesn't stack, so that's the maximum I can reduce their movement.
So slowed isn't on the conditions. What is that?
I don't. It's the longbow mastery, weapon mastery.
No, I mean what the Frostwolf is doing. It's not on the conditions, which is weird. Because slow is a spell technically. So essentially, your speed is halved, and you take a -2 penalty to any dex throws, and can't use reactions. So
And that was
you two-
Desmond and who else?
Desmond and Theron.
Okay.
So
I can't use reactions, you said?
yeah, no reactions and half speed, and you have a -2 penalty to dex throws. So you see this breath just get more and more visible out of this howl, and it kind of just chills you to the bone, and you just kind of just start shivering uncontrollably. That is its turn. We're gonna go to this one here. It's going to run up 5, 10, 20, 35, and then that's its turn. Desmond.
I kind of stare at the wolf who decided to howl at me, and I just kind of start howling back, and you watch me wild shape. My body gets long, my arms kind of like my shoulders expand and droop down.
Let's
and
go.
I break out in white fur, and you see this big white and black bear just show up.
All right.
Sick.
So I have wild shape into a black bear with white highlights.
Sick.
sick.
Yeah, awesome.
And then even with my speed halved, I'd still be able to make it because I have 20 movement speed. So I'm going to kind of like walk up here past Fadolf and be like, sorry, Fadolf, pardon. And I'm going to wind up in this spot, like right next to this wolf.
Alrighty.
And then the black bear has a multi-attack. It gets to make 2 attacks, 1 bite and 1 claw.
Sick.
Because it's
And
a
the wild
bonus
shape isn't
action.
an
It's a wild
action?
shape. It's a bonus action.
Nice. Yeah, so go for it.
Yeah, I was double checking all of this to make sure I was doing it right.
I think
So
that's new.
yeah, it is new. It used to be an action. But it is first it's the bite, and so it's a +4. I only get a 9.
9 to hit.
Yep.
Misses.
So this big old chomp goes in. You just hear this like loud snap of it missing, and then it takes a swing with its claws.
Takes a second when you have a new form.
And that one's worse. It was only a 6.
Yeah, misses.
Couple second.
You see, as you come running up, the Frostwolf immediately notices this blue creature turn into a huge bear, like twice the size of it itself. Just and immediately gets alert to your presence and just kind of like ducks the two while like growling. Cool. Is that all for you?
Uh-oh.
Yep, that'll be my turn.
All right, that'll bring up this guy over here. I gotta keep looking around to see. And he's going to run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Right up to the bear form that is threatening his kin. And he's gonna take a bite attack towards you. That's going to be a 15 to hit.
It hits.
Is it different for your bear form?
Yes, the bear does have its own specific AC, which is 11.
Okay, gotcha. Cool. So that is. Max damage. Jeez. 2 6s. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I mean, no.
that is 8 piercing and 6 cold, which I'll say even in this form you still have your resistance. So it's 3 cold and 8 piercing.
Yeah, there's a low growling moan that escapes. That kind of hurt.
And then we will go to this guy over here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Just kind of gets poised to attack the rest of the party here. That will bring up Theron.
Let's go.
All right. So
Paladin time, baby.
what I'm gonna do is I'm on my direwolf. I'm gonna kind of stand up on his back and jump down. And as I jump down, you see these like ethereal wings pop up. And I mean, I can use them to fly, but I'm more using them just to kind of float down right here next to Desmond.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be in this little square here. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, I
can
can.
barely see it. And I'm just gonna take my longsword, and I'm just gonna hack at this one's neck right here.
Let's go.
All right. Yeah. Roll to hit.
Holy fuck!
Was that a natty 1?
That's a nat 1.
Oh, no.
You go to swing, and this wolf kind of just strafes to the side, and your longsword just goes barreling into the snow, and it kind of takes you a second, but you kind of pull it free.
Okay, as I pull it free, because I have 2 attacks per turn, I'm gonna kind of slash it upwards back towards the wolf and take another swing at it.
Okay. Yeah.
Motherfucker chopping wood.
That's a 15.
15 does hit.
Let's go.
15 hits. That's gonna do 10 points of
slashing damage, I believe it is.
Okay.
Yeah, slashing damage. And then I'm gonna immediately
Mm-hmm.
use a bonus action to cast Divine Smite. And that is gonna be just an automatic hit.
I think you're just supposed to add it to your previous attack, or am I crazy?
It's yeah, they take an extra 2d8 radiant, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. That's gonna be 6 radiant damage to him as well.
6 radiant, so 16 damage in all.
Yep.
Oof, it's a big hit.
So this one's hit for 16. This one back here is hit for 14.
And then that is all I'm gonna do.
Okay, yeah, that one, you just kind of cleave into its shoulder blade there, and just like it's starting to just limp and just like look bruised and like whelps out in pain. Cool. So that will bring up this guy here, which he's going to. Oh, I marked that wrong. Okay, he's going to run up.
Of course, I fucking hit the guy that was last in initial order.
Right.
Yeah.
He's still there. He might not get to get anything off before y'all kill him.
Oh, he ain't making it.
All right,
And
and
how
this
long?
one
How long am I unable to make a reaction?
for 1 minute.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, it's
Beefy.
pretty chilly out here. So yeah, he's going to take a bite attack at you, Theron. That's going to be a 9 to hit.
That misses.
That misses. Okay, cool. Then it'll bring up the second one here.
Sick.
And 20, 25. Then he's gonna turn towards Desmond here,
I got you, Desmond. I can get you out of there.
and then he is going to make a bite attack. Surprise! That is going to be a 6 to hit.
Misses.
Yeah, he just catches straight air on that, almost just kind of recoils back from the big chomp like of his jaw. Yeah, and that will bring up Lucian.
So I'm gonna turn to this one right next to me, and I am going to cast Chill Touch as a cantrip.
Okay, go for it. Or is it a roll to, or is it a save or anything?
Ooh, chill touch. They might be resistant to cold. Meta
Yeah.
pigeon.
That is a 8 to hit.
8 to hit, misses. So you go to reach out and it just kind of like jumps back and then poises back towards you, just like growling and sneering.
Then with that, I will cast as my bonus action. Where is it? Spiritual weapon.
Okay, awesome. Where would you like to put it, and what does your spiritual weapon look like?
So I'm gonna put it. I think my color is too light for you to see, but I'm trying to put it to the right, in between the
Here.
wolf here and yeah, right
Long click, it will do this ping, just so everybody knows.
there. Yeah, I think my color is just too light to see.
I can see it.
Oh, okay. I can't see it for some reason. It is going to be a just a great axe that is very kind of decorative looking. Looks like almost a great axe, almost that would just be used to hang for decoration.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then it immediately gets to make an attack.
Okay.
Upon casting.
True.
God, same thing. That is crazy. I rolled a 2 both times.
Dang.
Plus 6 for an 8.
The dice tell the story. It's fine.
So this thing kind of this big ethereal great axe just kind of apparates out of thin air. You guys see, and just like kind of like in a almost mist of like cold energy that just like apparates and does this like front flip into this into this wolf, and the wolf again just kind of like just really heightened senses right now, especially being in combat and around its pack mates, just kind of dodges out of the way for it. All right, anything else for you?
That'll be my turn.
All right, that'll bring it to the top. Fade off.
Oh, Fade Off gets sacked. Okay.
Yeah, Fade off is quite literally
I'm not last
terrified
in
right now.
initiative. Let's go.
And Fade
Fade-
off,
Fade off is the DMPC.
without risking a attack of opportunity, is going to hold on, tokens. There we go. Is going to run off this way. And just kind of like hide behind this tree area right there.
Unbelievable.
You see the light kind of follow him. It's still light enough during the day. You're about like midday, maybe 1 or so. So there's still plenty of light to see. Cool. Then that'll bring us to Garion.
Okay, I am going to just take maybe one step back to this spot right here.
Okay.
And which one was the one that I shot? This one's taking damage, and which was the other one that took damage?
Oh Lord.
I'm
Totally keep drive.
It was
Whoever
this
acted
one.
last.
I'm gonna say I was pretty sure it was this one. Yeah.
This
Yeah.
one.
I believe so.
All right.
Yeah, this is the one that's hurt the worst, and then this is this one is the one that you hit originally.
The one in the front.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay. I'm gonna take a shot at the same one that I hit originally. with
Okay,
my
hold it.
longbow. Natural 20.
Natural 20
Crazy.
hits.
Jeez.
Let's go. Go ahead and do some damage.
I am also going to expend a superiority die here and use my maneuvering attack. And that's going to allow you, Desmond, to use your reaction to move up to half of your speed without provoking an opportunity attack.
So
Sick.
this is a little bit weird because he doesn't technically have reaction right now. Because he's slowed, him and Theron.
Oh yeah. I forgot you got it too.
So if that's the way it's worded, he might not be able to move like that. You can change that if you want to. Because
Okay, yeah, well, I guess in that case, I won't use the maneuvering attack, and then I'll roll the crit here.
okay.
So that's 9 points of damage on the crit.
9 points. Is that double to 18?
No, that is double.
Okay, got you. 9.
He's still up.
Yep. Barely though. He's looking real rough. Just like this. You shot him with the bow.
Yeah.
He's got this thing just like jetting out the side of his like shoulder, just like kind of just like just wheezing.
Okay, cool. I will shoot again.
Shoot again.
16 to hit.
16 hits.
10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. Yeah. Just like falls to the ground. 2 arrows sticking out of its torso. How can I? You're gonna be like open status effects dead. Nice.
Got him.
Super dead. All right. Yeah. Good shot. Cool.
You
So
see Garion just kind of lower his bow and look stern faced.
yeah. Very nice. Is that it for you?
Yep.
Cool. It brings up this wolf right here. He's going to take a bite attack at you, Lucian.
Okay.
That is a 4 to hit. No, 6.
That misses.
Misses. And then that's going to bring up 6. Yeah, definitely labeling them in the future will be imperative for me.
It's key, yeah.
This one is going to just see this like great axe apparate and just like kind of just be confused and just take a big old chomp at it. So it's gonna go for a bite on the spiritual weapon.
Hell yeah.
And that's a 7 to hit. Does spiritual weapon have an AC?
That's what I'm looking up right now.
I imagine it's more than 7 though, so I think we can move on from that. Desmond.
Well, I'm still in my bear form, and I'm just gonna keep up the attack on this guy. Just this one here in front of me. I just roar loudly, and I go after it.
Cool. Roll to hit.
Okay, don't drop my dice. That doesn't help. That's a 24 to hit for the bite.
It hits.
That'll be 1d6 plus 2 damage. So I got 3 damage on that bite.
Okay.
And then I take a swipe with my claw. And does an 18 hit?
18 hits.
And then that's 2d4 plus 2.
Nice.
Slashing. And I rolled good on that. I got 7 plus 2, so 9 slashing damage.
9 slashing damage. Nice. Okay.
And then, like, with that bite, it didn't grab or nothing, but, like, thematically, it's like I've bitten into it, and I'm just, like, thrashing around as I, like, bash it out of my mouth with the claw.
Yeah, and he kind of just, like, recoils back and a little bit of a bloody mess right now. Looking a little rough on that one right there.
And then that is my turn.
Cool.
You can't attack a spiritual weapon in 5e.
You cannot.
No. I
Cool,
was
so he's
just
going to
reading
go to bite at it and just completely miss.
Stupid dog.
He's
It just
like-
goes through.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, he'll go to bite. Well, he still missed. So it's just kind of
Yeah, either way.
floating there, and he just not really familiar with the pattern of it's like floating there, and he just goes to bite for it, and nothing happens. That brings us to 6. Desmond 5. Frostwolf 5. Frostwolf 5 is going to.
He's not a good boy.
He's gonna see Fadolf running away and make a few steps towards chasing him down.
Oh,
Seeing
what a
an
dick.
easy prey. 35 here, and he's gonna make a bite attack towards Fadolf.
Fade off, no.
Not fade off. What the fuck?
I know, right? What the hell? I mean, what shit? I made him. Sorry. And that is a 16 to hit, so that is going to hit. 1d6. Minimum damage. What else is going to take? 3 points of damage piercing. And 4 points of cold damage. Alright, that brings up this. I can't click on it. There it is, this guy right here. He's going to make a bite attack towards you, Theron. That is going to be a 8, 9, 11 to hit.
Miss.
Misses. Chomps and just gets straight armor plate to the teeth. And that'll bring.
Clang.
That's your turn, Theron.
All right. The first thing I'm gonna do, and if I'm reading this right, it's saying no action required for this. So I'm gonna do my Celestial Revelation,
Okay.
and I'm gonna take on a necrotic shroud around me.
Okay.
And every creature within 10 feet of me except my allies needs to take a DC 12 charisma save, or they have the frightened condition until the end of my next turn.
Okay, interesting. Let's see, DC charisma. They're not very charismatic, as you can imagine.
What is
I
this
hope
called?
It's a Celestial Revelation.
Yeah, that's sick.
That's sick.
What does this necrotic shroud look like as I roll this?
So what it is my allies
It's a
around
bonus
me.
action, just so you know.
Is it a bonus attack? Where does it say that?
Right
'Cause I-
above the square where you would fill it in.
Oh fuck yeah, there it is. Bonus action. Okay, so yeah, there's my bonus action for my turn. Yeah, so what it is you're just gonna see like out of my eyes is just gonna like a green flash almost, just real quick. If you blink and you'll miss it, and you'll see it just a green like bubble appear out around me and fade away as it passes through you.
Oh wow, that's awesome. You said how far? What's the range?
It's a 10-foot radius around me, so these
These two got you right here.
1, 2, yeah.
So this one rolled an 11. This one rolled an 18.
So this one passes. This one's now frightened until the end of my next turn.
All right, frightened. What does frightened look like? I'm scared.
It's like they can't move any closer to them.
Disadvantage on their attacks towards them.
What I
And
also
they have to,
get
like, only can move away from them.
do though
Mm-hmm.
is now on all of my attacks, I get to add my proficiency bonus as necrotic damage to anybody I hit. So,
Anybody.
Yeah.
Not everybody
Anybody.
that's fighting, just anybody.
That's just
Yeah, sick. You see as the demeanor of this this wolf that's in front of you drastically changes. It's just like at first snarling and just kind of growling and ready to bite, and then it's just kind of goes slack in the face, raised eyebrows, and just kind of seems like it's about to start backing up away from you.
It's gonna do
and
the dog equivalent of scream.
that's cool. It can back away from me. I'm going to take my sword and I'm gonna take a swing at this guy here just north of me.
Okay.
Dude, this is gonna be a dirty 20.
Ooh, hits.
Okay. And this is gonna be 9 points of slashing.
9 points. Gotcha.
And I'm gonna take my sword up again and just hack down at it one more time. A 23
Hits.
and 13 points of slashing.
13 points. All right. So yeah, tell me how you absolutely maul the hell out of this thing.
As I just after the first hit, I kind of noticed that he's hurting, and I just pick up my sword and I just slash straight down at his neck and try to cleave off its head.
And you do. Cleanly too, with no resistance. Boom. So we got two laying dead right there, bloodying the snow around it.
And that's my turn.
All right. This one.
Actually, no, it's not my turn. I want to take my movement, and I want to run up here by Fade Off, behind this wolf here.
Okay.
And if he's frightened, does he get an advantage? I don't give a shit if he does.
I think he does. It's just at disadvantage,
That's cool. Fuck
which
yeah,
he's
let's go.
still gonna try to take right there.
Yeah.
Accurate.
So that is 19 for the first one and a 6 for the second one. So yeah,
He's gonna
he
miss.
misses. You're gonna go right here.
Yeah, I'm gonna be behind homeboy here, attacking Fade Off,
Okay.
and that's my turn.
All right, Lucian.
I am once again going to try and chill touch the wolf directly in front of me.
Yeah, go for it. Roll the hit.
It misses. 8.
It misses. It does indeed.
That's crazy.
I
The
think this
Fine.
guy grew up in a castle or something.
might have. Bonus action, I will attack with my spiritual weapon
All right.
at the same wolf.
This one over here, the white one.
Can I not get that one directly in front?
Oh yeah, you can. Yeah. Sorry, I thought you meant the. Never mind. Go ahead. Roll a hit.
That is much better. 24 to hit.
Definitely hits. Go for it. Full damage.
All right. That is gonna be 1d8 plus 3. As a 5.
5 damage. All right.
And that is my turn.
All right, that one is looking extra rough today, or right now. Even the fur is darker on this one. It's a little bit like the shade of blue and like dark gray that's on it, and you can just see like the crimson kind of leaking through and spreading. That is going to bring up Fade Off. Fade Off is going to run from this wolf. He's terrified, absolutely terrified in every possible way.
Disengage, Fade Off.
Boom, 35 right there. And yes, he does use disengage. It doesn't get the attack of opportunity there. It's right there. Just kind of making his way across, just trying not to get snapped
chase
on.
him. Chase him, I dare you.
He's 360ing around you, showing off that he knows Tony Hawk tricks better than you. Garion, your turn.
Yeah, I'd like to move to this square, please.
Okay.
And then I am going to take a longbow shot at this one that Desmond just hit.
Alrighty.
That is a 22 to hit.
22 hits.
7 points of damage.
7 points. All right. It's this one right here.
This one, yep.
Okay, cool. Yeah. That takes it out.
You can see the arrow. He's like goes like into its mouth and then to the back of its throat.
Yeah, the back of
that
the throat.
one
That
got
comes
mauled.
out of the throat area right here and just almost like pins it down into the snow, just like face first.
I'll
got
take
bit
my
by a
second
bear.
shot at the frightened one.
Okay.
It got attacked by a bear, attacked by
That's
a
a
magical
15
sword,
to hit.
Yeah, right. It's in a rough way
shot
right
with a
now.
bow.
15
Yep.
hits.
All right, and that is 9 points of damage.
9 points. You take it. Double kill
Nice.
here. You take this one out as well. Yeah. How do you just quickly snap over to this next one and take it out?
Yeah, I mean, you see the arrow go through the mouth and back of the throat of the first one, and I just kind of spin around, but I do it in like the opposite direction as like really needed, and like put some flourish on it, and like turn around like the opposite 360 direction, so I'm coming at it from like my left side, and like just as I get around, I almost just like it almost looks like an afterthought that I just loose the second arrow.
Yeah, and just with that flare, you just it yelps out in pain for the last time. Dead. Unfrightened, cause dead. Cool. Is that all for you?
Yeah, that's all.
Okay. That's going to bring
I'll
up...
save it.
Ooh, saving it.
I think
That's
we
going to
got
bring
this.
up this one right here. Thoroughly confused that it took the snap and just kind of like jaw went through this weapon and just kind of shakes it off and runs to the closest. Actually, it's going to run for the allure of the running prey. Its instincts are going to take hold.
This DM's an asshole. You guys want that? I'm gonna kill it with wolves.
You guys like this guy, huh? Do ya? Yeah, so it's gonna take a snap attack at him.
No.
I like having a guide.
Where did he run from?
He
Oh,
was
you guys don't
over
have
here.
action or opportunity attacks anyway.
No.
Do we not? I mean, is that technically a reaction?
Well, for a minute, yeah. Opportunity
Oh, yeah,
attacks
the
reaction.
the spiritual weapon doesn't, right? I'm tripping.
And I don't think the weapon gets one though.
That is going
Also,
to be...
does that stay up if the wolf died that cast it?
Yes, it's just like not like a concentration spell. It's just like an effect that happens.
How much longer we got on this effect?
Well, 6 seconds. I'd say
I would
probably
say a minute's
like
technically 10 rounds, so
a minute is 10 rounds.
Yes.
Like turns, like this turn, and then
Yes.
this turn, or like rounds, like
Nope,
no,
like
rounds.
full rounds.
Okay, then
yeah.
you guys should probably be good
That's
now. I would assume
insane.
that's my fault for misunderstanding that.
I just
Well, no,
not. I
like-
don't think it's been 10 rounds at all.
No, yeah.
Oh, no?
10 rounds
been
is
like
everybody's collective turn is one round.
Oh, got you. Yes. Okay, so you
Yeah,
guys
one
probably
full
have like
round of initiative.
about 40 seconds or so still left on that.
This is
You're still just
stinky
feel
butt.
chilled to the bone and a little like
This is
not
Mount
quick to
Jumpin'.
react. So he's gonna take a snap.
this is
It's a 9 to
definitely
hit, so he
Mount
misses Fadolf. Just
Yay.
frustratingly growling at
let's
Fade
go
off,
fade off.
but-
Fade off ain't a bitch.
he really isn't.
I mean, he kind of is.
As
a
he's
bitch, so
running away.
Right? help, please. All right, and that's gonna bring up Desmond.
Oh, you know where I'm going. No wolf attacks Fadal on my watch. And I'm gonna charge it in bear form.
Let's go.
I mean, I don't get a charge, but I do just... It's scary as shit seeing a like 400-pound bear come barreling at you through the snow.
Yeah, definitely.
And then I'm gonna lead in with the bite,
Okay,
and then I got a 24 to hit.
definitely hits.
So I just chomp it right on the back of the neck. And did 4 damage.
4 damage. Gotcha.
And then I'll take that swipe at it, try to bat it away. And that's an 18.
Hits.
2d4. And that's 5 more damage.
5 more damage. All right.
Hooray.
Hey, you
And then I
kind
just stand over it roaring.
Yeah, it kind of whimpers from the pain and then just looks back and forth to you and fade off, just deciding what it's going to do next.
I love bears.
You see
My
the little
favorite
stump
animal.
of a tail I've got start to wag.
Oh.
So this one is next. It's going to turn to you, Theron, and take a bite attack.
Yeah, right.
He's going for it. He's all in. With a 15 to hit.
It's gonna miss.
It's gonna miss. He's gonna take a bite and again just get straight teeth to armor plating, just like rocking it to its core and just like shaking back and recoiling. That
It's
is
like when
going
you
to
accidentally bite the fork.
You're right, exactly. You scrape the spoon, pulling it out, and you're like, oh. Theron, your turn.
All right, I'm gonna shake off this little wolf that just bit my armor, and I'm gonna take my sword. Excuse me. Take a little swing out of here.
Alrighty.
And that'll be a 23 to hit
Well, that's gonna hit.
with 9 slashing.
Okay.
Take my second attack. A 25 with 4 slashing there, and then I'm gonna cast my Divine Smite as a first level this time.
Okay.
And that's going to add 2d8 radiant, so
Nice.
11 radiant damage.
11 radiant
Yes,
damage. Yeah.
like wolves.
How do you take this thing out of existence?
This one I'm going to be a little bit more meticulous, and as I take my second swing, like you see, if you're paying attention, you can kind of see my sword start to glow at my tip, and as I like stab up into its throat, you just see like glowing energy shoot up the sword into the wolf, and it just dies as my sword like makes contact with its skin and like punctures its neck.
And as you go for this like swing upward, it kind of lunges towards at you, and you just catch it right through the jaw, and it just kind of like growls into a gargles and just loses consciousness and just falls slump into the snow.
And what I want to do is, as it's hanging on the, like as before it falls into the snow, I'm going to take my sword and kind of yank it towards me to get a little cut started on the bottom of out of its snout underneath its mouth.
Yeah, and you do so, and it just starts pouring blood.
Sick.
Yeah,
Fuck
redder
that
than
thing.
any single ornament that you saw on that tree in town square. Cool.
Let's see here. And I'm gonna take my movement and I'm gonna run towards this little bitch chasing my boy, fade off.
Ooh.
And that's my turn.
How much movement do you have?
30 feet.
30 feet, so you can move to right here because you were slow technically.
Okay, yeah, sorry, I can't see the numbers on this.
No, you're good. That's all I wanted to tell you.
Cool. Alright, that's fine.
That brings up Lucian.
I am going to step right
This
here.
one's dead, right?
And I am going to cast Ray of Frost
Ray of Frost.
at the wolf.
All right, go for it. Is that a okay? Yeah.
Nat 20
Nat 20. Let's go.
plus 6 for 26.
Nice. Yeah, definitely hits. Roll some damage.
No.
That is 2d8, so that is 6.
20 already?
Say what?
Sorry, what was the damage? I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, you're good.
6 points of frost damage.
Savor
Six.
that sorcerer damage doesn't come often.
6. Is that already doubled, or is that doubled to 12?
Oh, no, that's not doubled. So
Okay, cool.
12
Yeah, so 6 doubled to 12. And it's cold damage,
Frost damage, yes.
which it does have resistance to, so it goes back to 6. So
I was trying to
6
bring
instead
to
of
life.
3.
Was that the second Nat 20 attack we've had so far?
Oh yeah, dude. Good
Yes,
omens.
it
Good
is.
omens. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Are they good omens or are using them up now? You guys are really good at rolling. Hell yeah.
All right, and is there any additional effects, or is it just the cold damage?
It has just the cold damage.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that one is looking really rough now. Just kind of like contemplating, like,
Oh, and its speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of my next turn.
okay,
Did it seem
gotcha.
like the cold damage had a full effect?
It didn't. Yeah, that's what I was saying. It kind of like you see like some of the frost accumulate on the fur, and it just kind of shakes it off and just like just drifts off of it like a mist. So, yeah, but it is looking rough. It is looking haggard and desperate to kind of get away right now. That is going to bring up Fade Off. Fade Off is going to disengage.
Uh-oh.
to over here, just absolutely terrified. Garion.
Yeah, I think you guys can probably guess what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna draw my bow and fire at this guy that's turned away from me.
Yeah, go for it.
18.
18 hits.
Kill it.
That is 11 points of damage, and he's slow, or loses 10 feet of movement.
He loses all movement as you kill him. How do you want to do this?
Yeah, I just see this wolf that's been chasing Fade Off, who I have a close relationship via our cookie bond, and I'm just like, and even though he's like the furthest one from me, I kind of just pull back and loose the arrow, and you see it like hit him right in the base of the neck, and he just kind of crumples and falls to the ground into the snow.
Yeah.
It almost like blends in with the snow if you couldn't see the blood.
Exactly. You just kind of see, like, at a quick glance, this like puddle of red in this area, and he falls dead, ending our combat.
Sick. I got some shit I need to do. So I'm fucking cold, right? I'm still chilly. We're still within our minute here.
Yes, you are.
I'm gonna go back to this wolf over here that I killed and like kind of sliced underneath its throat, and I want to start skinning it. I want to take its pelt and its head as a coat.
Okay. Yeah. Roll a survival check.
I'm a bear for 2 hours. I just want to start eating one of the wolves.
Which one do you want to walk up and eat?
The one that just got like served up to me and got shot in the back. So
Yeah, go ahead and start eating it. It's a bit gamey. There's a lot of fur. The hide is kind of hard to get through, but like with your maw of a bear, you can absolutely munch through it. It's really, really, really unnaturally cold feeling. And even before it's been sitting here out in the snow, and yeah.
I'm just gonna walk over to Fade Off and just try and use my Furbolg like speech to like kind of calm him down.
I would like to try and take a claw from this wolf that is right here next to me.
And I got a 15 on my survival.
Survival? Okay, yeah, it takes you maybe 5 minutes, but you just like whip out the skinning knife and just like get everything you need from this animal.
I'll put him on my head. I want to put his head on my head.
Oh, that's awesome. So being as what have you done to properly clean the animal, if you have at all?
Oh, it's bloody as shit.
Okay,
like,
cool.
It's not. It's. I skinned it the best I could. Like my survival straight up a -1. It's a miracle I even got it this far. So like it's not a clean cut or anything, but it's definitely a wolf that I just recently killed and I'm now wearing its skin on my body.
Yeah, so like the head kind of mantles into its shoulders, like just draped over your own, and then you just kind of see like a little bit of like blood kind of run down your temples from the wolf head. Roll a survival check, Lucian.
12.
12, and you just wanted to get a claw from it?
Yeah.
Yeah, easy enough. You get a couple claws from it. You can go ahead and add that to your inventory if you'd like.
Cool.
And as you walk up, Garion, to Fade Off, he kind of looks worried, like a worried expression towards you, wide-eyed.
Can we take a quick little 5?
Has you're muted.
Oh yeah, I can't hear you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like kind of rub the back of his neck and like soothe his anxiety as much as possible, and I can kind of speak to him and he can understand me. So
Okay, yeah, and as you
It's
kind of
okay,
calm
buddy.
him down and take the time with him,
you guys notice my voice has returned to its. It's okay, buddy. I don't have any more cookies for you, but
and
it
like
seems like the danger has passed.
you notice as his quickened breathing kind of just like slows, and eventually the eyes kind of like rest a little bit, and he kind of nuzzles into the pets there. So a calm quiet falls, you guys, on this in this snowy field here that kind of leads up towards the incline of the mountain. Garion, you're over here calming Fade Off, and he's slowly but surely gotten
Okay, buddy.
I'm just kind of like nuzzling you. Has gotten a little more chill. He looks not terrible, but a little beat up. But just kind of looks towards you all to Make an animal handling check, Arian, if you don't mind.
Sure. That's a 7.
7. Okay. He still gets calmed by your notion to help him out there.
Can I get advantage because he can hear, like, understand?
I think
like,
so. I was gonna
literally my
ask,
voice?
but yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, kind DM. That's an 18.
Yeah, 18. So you calm him down. He nuzzles the love, kind of licks the rest of the sugar cookies that are frozen at this point to his whiskers, and you kind of get the notion that he's motioning for us to everybody to make their way on. So if everybody is done here,
I'm going to telepathically call back my direwolf because he just fucked off somewhere. I told him to get out of here.
nice.
So I'm going to telepathically tell him to come on back. I'm tired of walking.
And then I will actually stop being a bear and then go, everyone gather round. And I'm going to cast Goodberry.
Good berry.
And then so I'm just going to get 10 magical berries that'll heal 1 hit point each. And I'm going to give 2 to the 3 of you guys and then feed 4 of them to...
I didn't take
Fade
any
off.
damage, so
Fade off.
save these for somebody else.
Yeah, I took 8 points of damage. Fade off didn't take any.
I thought Fade Off got
Fade off
hit.
took.
Oh, did he? He got
yeah.
bit?
I'm not really into close-up fighting.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, if you could, I'll take his too if you don't mind, if no one else needs them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here you go, Theron.
I appreciate the sentiment, but I also did not take any damage. That scuffle.
All right, so we got 3 to Theron, 3 to
Like
Fade
you never left
and,
your castle.
sorry, 4 to Fade All and 3 for me.
You said 4 to
Lucian-
fade off.
We're gonna feed him 4 good berries, so
Okay,
he
cool.
just gets 4 HP back.
Cool.
And then you can just eat 3 good berries and get 3 HP. It's just a little bit, but it helps.
I want to walk over to Lucian and be like, "Hey, man, you sure you're okay out here in the cold? Your clothing is very fancy."
I appreciate the sentiment, I do, and I actually wanted to thank you for saving me from that wolf. I got caught up in the moment and I just could not react. So thank you.
It's all right. Wolves are pretty scary, and I've dealt with them a lot.
But I would also like to say I have been traveling with you lot for about a year now. I will admit I am new to the world, but I can handle my own. I assure
Alright.
you.
Well, listen, I got your back, bud.
I appreciate that, and I have yours as well.
All right. Well, fade off. Where to?
Yeah, fade off. Kind of. Let me see. Actually, I want to see your guys'. What's all your passive perception?
Mine is
13.
17.
9.
I don't have my character sheet pulled up. It's a 12.
12, 9,
I got a 17.
17.
13.
Okay, so the 17. You notice even out here, a little way from the town, over here in the corner, there's this perfectly built snowman, just sitting by the tree.
It's the Grumpus.
It's the Grumpus. Yeah,
Hey guys, before we go, there's a snowman at the base of that tree. Did anybody notice that during the fight?
Is there any tracks around the snowman?
make a survival check.
I would like to go over and just
Yeah, could I make
inspect
one of those
the,
as well?
Yeah, go for it.
I'd like to walk up while they're doing that and just inspect the snowman.
16 for survival for me.
16
I
for
got
survival.
a nat 1.
Nat 1. You don't see Jack. It's all white. It's so much white. With a 16, yeah, you inspect the
snowman
area
has
around it.
disappeared.
And there is a couple. You see a couple like wolf paw print tracks. What might look like a couple deer tracks. You see the tracks of fade off from running towards it and just running away. And it's hurried.
Nothing that looks human.
Right. Nothing that looks human or humanoid at all.
I'm gonna say, hey guys, I think the animals out here can build snowmen.
I'm gonna walk up to it and I'm gonna grab his nose and I'm gonna cast light as use a cantrip. And As long as it's not being worn by someone, it's gonna radiate a bright light in a 20-foot radius and a dim light for an additional 20 foot.
Cool.
But if it is being worn by someone, it won't.
But if it is being worn by someone, it won't work.
Oh my god.
So
Legendary.
so
That's great.
that's hilarious. Lucian, roll an investigation check. You're coming to inspect this snowman.
Guidance.
And-
Don't need it, but thank you. Nat 20 for
Nat 20.
a 25.
Let's
Fuck
go.
your
You can, still add, you can still add more to it. I'm just saying.
Do
Okay.
it. Might as well.
Mine as well. That's D4, right?
Yeah.
All right. So 25 plus 3, so 7.
28.
Or wait,
28.
28.
28. Yeah, wow,
What
that's
if it was a DC
incredible.
27, guys? You don't know.
That's
27.5 actually. So as you're like kind of inspecting the snowman, and just like you have a really keen eye for all the details. Growing up in the castle, and you did a lot of work, in like a lot of tinkering and small like detailed work, especially with your hands, and you have a really good sight for this stuff. So you're kind of just looking this thing over. Theron just kind of walks up and just taps the carrot of the nose on this thing, and it just illuminates in front of you, giving you a little bit more light to look around.
I don't think anybody's in there.
I don't think so.
Yeah, you
I
see
don't
this
think so.
this thing, and you kind of notice that the arms of this thing, or the little twigs, and they're kind of just like poised behind it, and you take a look behind it, and it's holding this present, just a wrapped present.
I would like to check for traps.
Okay, yeah, roll a what is that, investigation.
Smart.
So that's a 16 plus 5.
Yeah, 21. That's really good. Not trapped.
Nice,
Alright,
Lucian.
I will take the present and open it.
Yeah, so it's got this just like a plain white wrapping with the green and golden trim like ribbon that kind of like wraps around the present up to the top. You pull the ribbon and it opens up, and there are 2 common healing potions.
Nice. I will take those.
Yeah, you can go ahead and add those to your inventory. 2 common healing.
Hey, look at that. Santa does exist.
Guys,
then
don't you think that's a little weird?
As you unwrap the presents, the snow that builds the snowman just kind of just like poofs out into the wind and just kind of blows away. The lit carrot just kind of falls into the snow and just disapparates itself.
Oh, the lit carrot's gone.
Yep, it's gone.
Oh,
I just stare at it very confused as the snowman just poofs into nothingness in front of me.
Yeah, and then
Can
slowly
I see if it was something magical?
Can you see?
Yeah, like I'm gonna cast detect magic.
Yeah, go for it.
should have cast Detect Magic like 30 seconds ago.
I did. The snowman was gonna turn into dust.
It's a snowman. It turned into snow.
It did. Is there
So-
anything that you have to do for detect magic? You just cast that, right?
Yeah, I just cast it, and then if I can detect magical stuff within 30 feet of me.
Okay, yeah. So you see, just looking around in this area, you see, all your friends have little magic components and stuff like, on them. The sword is glowing. You see the 2 potions that Lucian just put into his pouch. You see, looking at Fade Off, just like the little tiny flickers of light that are all like spread out through his antlers that give off the illumination, are also kind of give off a magical emanation right there. And looking towards the snowman, nothing. There's nothing there anymore.
Well, if that didn't teach me about the spirit of Christmas, I don't know what will.
This is a
Nothing magic
magical mist
here.
mountain.
So then at this point, you guys all kind of hear Fade Off just kind of grunt and then start walking up towards the mountainside here.
I'm gonna go hop on my direwolf and start following.
All right.
Going through the snow.
I'll kind of hang towards the back with my bow out and follow.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm right behind Fade Off. I'll be number 1 if no one else wants to be. Y'all, bunch of y'all seem to be range boys.
Luciana will stay kind of like behind Fade Off and to the left, and he walks, very good posture, and his hands kind of folded behind his back.
Yeah, you can tell that I'll follow whoever's in front, but my head's more up, and I've got this like sway as I take in all of the landscape around us.
Fucking hippie.
And honestly, besides this grim sight, right? Besides this grim sight in front of you guys right here, it's actually really beautiful. Like there is the fog and the mist and the wind that you can see up ahead of you, up a little ways, but everything else just seems really pristine, white, shining. Off in the distance, over kind of a little bit of like jagged rock area, you can see like half of a waterfall is kind of frozen in a lot of parts around the edges, and then just through like the ice, like the running water is coming off into this like little runoff area that goes like towards the west side of town over there.
As we walk, I'm just kind of looking around and just kind of reminiscing on my home that is also very snowy, and just taking in the beauty of this cold white powder.
Okay, yeah, do me a favor, roll a wisdom saving throw. I'm just kidding, don't do that. So you guys make your way up here, and then this is what's going to bring us to our first skill challenge.
Ooh.
Skill challenge. So, a little explanation. With Fade Off at your side, you'll just have someone kind of walking with him. Oh, let me put him in the thing because he made it. Totally made it with you guys.
You say that like you weren't expecting him to make it.
So what you're gonna do is choose someone to help alongside Fade Off, almost a leader. I would give you guys that. I would suggest somebody with decent survival. You know that the hike in front of you is going to take about 3 hours. And then there's the frigid air, the weather conditions. It will definitely test your endurance. The blizzard can always lighten or worsen, as the mayor said. And over the next few hours, you guys will make several checks to see how you fare in this journey up the mountain.
Hey guys, got a lot of experience walking through cold and windy, snowy mountains. Pretty good at the survival there. If you want me to lead the way, just let me know.
We'll follow your lead.
I think.
Garion.
Yes, my knowledge is very high, but my practical skills need a bit of work.
I'm pretty nimble. I know I look big, but just trust me.
Okay. Haven't led us astray yet.
They're on.
I am going to go up to fucking Garon. How do you say it? I'm sorry.
Garion.
That's okay. Garion. And I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder, and I'm gonna say, "You got this, brother." And but you're gonna see my hand just like, again, it's just another like shine that just comes from my hand, and I'm gonna cast Enhance Ability, and for the next hour, any check you make that uses your wisdom has advantage.
Alrighty.
Nice.
Survival is a wisdom check.
See.
Nice, lovely. All right, so with
gonna
Fade
turn
Off
and
by
say,
your side.
Thanks,
Go ahead.
man.
Yep. Don't forget I gave you the sugar cookies too. Remember, they're on. Always helping people.
You're a good friend.
Thank you.
So with Fade Off by your side, you guys begin up this mountain, the mountain trek. So in the first hour, Fade Off knows the way generally, so there's no survival check needed here. But
Fuck.
as you go up It can get worse. We'll just say that.
Well, he only has it for an hour, so.
Oh, well, okay. I will say this also. Fade off, and because I wouldn't have said this unless you literally did what you did, but fade off is going to give advantages in the survival checks. Because you have the guide with you, it's going to give you advantage.
I also have a +8 for my proficiency bonus.
Lovely.
Well,
Damn.
all right. Well, then, while I'm riding on the back of my my direwolf, can I lay back and take a short rest while I'm doing this?
Yeah?
That was sick.
Is that how that works? I'm not
Damn.
sure.
Damn, man. I wish all DMs were like this.
Hell no.
Is it a concentration check to keep your direwolf up?
Nah, dude. I just have him until he's dead.
Dang.
It's cool. Nah. I think that's kind of a cheesy thing I'm trying to push through.
It's like I'm trying to make it make sense in my head, but just like with like, you know, like riding on the back, just you're kind of like
Plus the weather.
Plus
Yeah.
the weather, plus you guys are trying to keep a look. I'll say no for this.
It's cool. I'm just trying to get back my fucking spell slot. I just burned.
Yeah, I don't
on.
blame you. Good question though. So in this first hour, Fade-Off knows the way. You guys kind of make your way up through like little rock areas where he just kind of like takes a big like leap up some of these rocks, and you guys will climb your way up there. Getting a little bit higher. The air's getting a little bit thinner, but it's still very breathable. Everything's fine. It is getting a little bit chillier though by the minute as you guys get up this, and it gets a little bit darker since it's a little bit later in the day. I'll say maybe around like maybe like 5 or 6 or so. The sun's starting to go down, kind of crests beneath the mountain there.
I pull out my torch and spark it up.
Spark it. Okay, cool. Yeah, so it's well lit alongside with Fade Off. You have 2 great guides here with you. So as it gets a little bit colder, I will say everybody roll a Constitution saving throw. And I'll say with advantage since you have this torch out and it's giving off a little bit of heat for you.
24 for Urian.
2 18s in a row for 21.
I got a 16.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
30-20. Easy enough. You guys all pass. Yeah, it's a little bit chilly here, but nothing that you guys haven't fared before, especially on the way in, walking through the snow. You know, you guys traveled through a little bit of dark. So, yeah, nothing too bad. Coming into the second hour here, we're going to have to roll a survival check if you would like to do that with advantage alongside Fade Off, Arian.
ER. Dirty 20 on the first one and a 23 on the second.
Yeah, slayed it. So you guys see like the path, and it's kind of it's not very weathered by any means, as far as like worn by any means, like walked through. You don't see any tracks or anything, but you do see kind of where like the ravine is kind of letting into a natural path that guides up this mountainside. So we'll do
Can I like look around as we're making our way through this track? Do I see anything like, you know, following us, looking at us, anything on the periphery?
okay, yeah, roll a perception.
12.
12. Nothing really. You see the wisps of the wind. Now that you're kind of higher up too, like about like halfway through, up the mountainside, you can kind of look back and see the town, all the sparkling lights across the whole town there, like the white kind of covering a lot of the buildings and everything. You see your footsteps, your group's footsteps walking up. Other than that, just kind of barren landscape, few dead trees here and there, frozen over bushes, and a whole lot of snow. All right, and it is getting a little bit colder, so we're gonna have to roll a con save again here. Everybody roll that. I'll say a normal roll this time. It's a little bit colder. The torch is giving off light, but not so much heat. It's kind of just escaping into the air.
It's gonna be a 10 for Theron.
Ooh, I got a nat 1.
Nat 1.
Ooh, yeah, it's getting way colder. Ooh, can I have advantage because of my wolf cloak?
Yes.
Oh, sick.
See, y'all should have cut up some wolves.
I get any sort of advantage growing up in a snowy area?
22, baby.
I'll say in the first hour I would have said, but now that we're getting closer to this mountaintop, I'll say no, not for this one.
11 for me.
11. Okay, so we got
11 for
11
me
and
as
that
well.
one. What was yours? I'm sorry, Lucian.
11 for me as well.
11, and then Theron with the advantage.
22.
22. Okay, so you pass. Everyone else, take a little bit of cold damage here. This is getting pretty damn chilly. That is 1 cold damage to everybody. Well,
So my resistance halves it to 1.
it does. Yeah, I guess we'll just say that. Yeah, because it's just a natural cold. That I mean 1.
I mean, how's it a 0.5 and then round up?
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. We'll do that.
I'm gonna say Garion doesn't even register that this has happened. Like he's like, yeah, okay.
Right. Yeah. It's not a whole lot, but your fingers do start to get really chilly. You kind of like start holding them within your sleeves, more like bundled towards your torso. You see if anybody that has fur on their skin or like maybe facial hair or anything, you see the icicles kind of start like forming from the humidity from your breath. And yeah, we're gonna move into the 3rd hour survival.
Is this like a clear path we're on, or are we just strictly following fade off?
So it's not a completely clear path, like it's not like paved by any means.
Right, but like is some sort of trail that like we could see?
Well, you do kind of see it as I will say, Garion and Fade Off kind of make it known to you all, and you follow them. You can kind of tell the patterns that they're taking, like kind of low in the ravines, like up, not too steep of like slopes that they're taking here. It's not like I said, a clear path, but it is like somewhat cohesive to the terrain, if that makes sense.
Okay.
All right, and so we'll go into the last hour here. Go ahead and give me a survival check, Karen, with advantage.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20, Slade. Cool. So Fade Off kind of just looks towards you. There's like a bit of fallen tree trunks that are kind of curved over where you guys are at right now, and he kind of just looks towards you and looks to the left of the to the left of the fallen logs there, and just looks back at you.
So follow his lead, or can I get a sense of what he's trying to tell me exactly?
Yeah, I'll say with the ability that you have up, he's just kind of like checking back with you. He's acknowledged that at this point that you're tracking just as well as he can, and is just kind of like touching bases with you, like this looks like the right way, kind of sort of head nod.
Turn back to everybody and say, everybody okay? You guys good to keep going?
My finger is starting to get frostbit. Look at the beautiful color of what my skin does in the cold.
I think it's more dangerous to not keep going.
Yes, I do believe that the movement that we're making is warming us as much as it can. I say we should push forward.
All right, so I kind of just pat Fade Off on his haunches and say, all right, buddy, let's keep going.
And he does. He walks up right next to you, up towards past the log and onward.
Wow, wow.
At this point, it is quite cold. Everybody roll me one last Constitution saving throw, please.
Oof.
Is it colder? Should I just go ahead and say my wolf cloak ain't helping me at this point?
Yeah, I'll say at this point, it gave you one on lower on the mountain, but
Yeah.
I got a 17.
17, okay, pass.
30, 20.
30, 20,
Sorry.
pass.
14.
7.
14 barely passed. Garion, you failed this one. That is another 1d6. Cold damage, that is 5 cold damage for you. And then at this point, you just kind of have every part of fuzziness that's on your face or hands or anything that's like exposed is just like riddled with crystals, crystallized water, icicles.
He's getting pretty cold up here now, guys.
Can I like see that he's cold? Is he like visibly extra cold?
You see, if you look at him, you definitely see him covered in icicles. I guess if he's, shivering or anything like that is up to Garion.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say I'm at the front, kind of leading Fade off, or at least, right behind him, and I'm catching a little bit more of that. Like, you guys have a little bit more of a shield, so yeah, I'm definitely like shivering a little bit now at this point.
Okay, I'd like to walk up to him and I will hold out one of my common healing potions that I found and say, I was taught that a debt is to be repaid, and you helped me greatly earlier, so please take one of these.
Thank you very much. It's pretty cold up here, so this will help warm my bones.
Of course, anything to help.
What's a common? Is it 1d4 plus 4?
1d8
plus 4?
2d4 plus 2, I think.
Okay, I'm just gonna manual do this. 2d4 plus what?
2.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, I'm much warmer now. In fact, I don't feel any cold damage at all.
Delightful.
Thank you, Lucian.
So, as you guys kind of crest over this last bit of the mountain, seemingly it's a lot of sky looking up and not a whole lot more mountain. So as you kind of crest over this last little hill, kind of stumbling in the snow a bit, the wind is pretty brutal up here. And you see a couple overhangs and then just a wall of just straight, just like sheer cliffside, essentially. A lot of the icicles just kind of, you can see, run down from the side. The wind just like the snow in the wind just hitting the cliffside and just bouncing up. Doing a thing really quick.
He's doing a thing? Ooh.
I smell Grumbus.
So you take a sniff in the air, and it's just straight cold. It just smells like cold. And Grumbus. Okay. I'm just making sure I didn't miss anything here. Okay, yeah, so you come to this sheer cliffside. There's a couple frozen bushes that are just like almost uprooted and just like barely hanging on, like no life to them at all, just like dead wood like branches essentially and roots sticking out of the ground. A couple like small like little hills. You see over to the left of this cliff is a beautifully crafted sleigh. Red with like a light brown, like almost like chestnut kind of trim. And then you see, yeah, what do y'all do?
I mean, do I see the thing next to the sleigh?
Yeah, definitely.
I
It's
wanna
all
go
pretty
check that
open
out.
here.
I'm gonna go touch his nose.
And I want to look at like this area of the cliffside right here and see what's going on.
Okay.
I'm gonna light this dude's nose up and look around him for a present.
Alrighty.
Do
Make
a
an
sick 180
investigation
on my
check.
way there. Let's see,
Okay,
investigation.
and you're gonna walk up to this area right here.
That's
Yes,
gonna be
sir.
It's gonna be a 6.
A 6. You see the snowman, kind of very similar to the one that it has before, except the hands are just, instead of poised behind it, they're just sticking straight out, and it's just stoic staring at you.
I want to knock its head off. Just push it.
You just knock its head off.
Yeah, well, I'm not punching. I'm just gonna push its head off.
Okay, so what are the rest of you guys doing?
I'm investigating the cliff face here.
Okay, roll an investigation check for me. Lucian and Desmond.
So yeah, I'm technically standing guard with Lucy and kind of watching him in the group.
11.
I am going over to kind of just the center right here, and I'm going to kneel down and just kind of take some of the snow up in my hands. Sorry, just kind of like in the middle. Just take kind of some of the snow up in my hands and start to form a snowball.
Yeah, and you do. Are you wearing gloves at all?
I am not.
Okay, yeah. So you take some of the snow, start forming it into a snowball. It's really cold, but not enough to maybe do damage. Maybe you think if you expose yourself to elements for a long period of time out here, you might take some damage. But yeah, you do a snowball. What was your investigation, Garion?
11.
11. Okay, so you come up to this side right here, and what you see is this small little alcove, maybe 15-20 feet, that's kind of carved into the cliffside here, and you see just a sheer stone surface right in front of you with a like a crease with like yeah, I guess it would be like a crease down the middle of the stone surface, and then right in the center of it, about arm's height, is, well, I guess actually for you, well, yeah, you're tall. Arm's height is this really pretty design of like a snowflake that seems to kind of have little like almost like knobs on sections of the snowflake.
Okay.
And then yeah, that's what you see.
I'm gonna turn around to the group and say, "Hey guys, I think there's something going on over here with these knobs."
As he turns around and I see Theron, I believe it was, that pushed the head off the snowman. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I am chucking the snowball at him.
Roll a.
And I'm not trying to hurt him or anything. I saw him push the head off, and I didn't like it.
Yeah, I'd say roll a d20,
Okay.
and add your dex and proficiency. Since I say you're proficient in snowball fights, coming from where you came from.
That is a 18.
18, does it hit?
That matches my AC, so yes.
Yes. So yeah, as you're pushing over this this head of this snowman, it kind of just plops there into the snow, and you see the snow kind of just like slowly get carried away by the whipping winds up here, and the carrot, the little hat that it has, just kind of sits there in the snow, and you just get pelted right in the back of the head with the snowball. How hard did you pack this snowball?
Like I said, it's nothing to do damage or anything. It was packed enough to keep it in a ball, but it was just a playful thing. I see it hits him. I kind of smile and chuckle to myself, and then move on to Garion as he's called our attention.
So I have a reaction as fireball at a 5th level. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you join Garion. Desmond, what are you doing?
I would like to come investigate the sleigh up here.
Okay, yeah. You walk
While
up to the
he's doing-
sleigh.
Slay
He's
girl.
doing that, I'm like, my armor's kind of prevent me from wiping the snow off my back where I got hit.
Yeah, it's kind of starting to like run down into your armor, into your back, and it's cold, man.
yeah, it's chilly. It's fine though.
Cool. So yeah, Desmond, roll an investigation check.
All right. I got a 13.
13. Okay, cool. Yeah. So you see this this sleigh again, beautiful red cushion with the stitching design that's very elegant, and you see this like light wood finish that's like kind of along the handlebars, I guess, the railings, and the framework of this sleigh, and then you see these like brass rails essentially that could kind of like carry it along in the snow. And with a 13, you can notice that it seems that this sleigh has been kind of repaired in a way. It doesn't seem like very mint condition, while still beautiful. It looks like it's had some maybe upholstery work, and like, you know, you can see kind of the edges where maybe some like wood glue or something was like used to kind of to fix it up a little bit.
I'll look over at Theron and go, "This thing looks to have been repaired recently. What's up with that?"
Either the Grumbus did it, or the mayor used it to haul their trash up here.
Well, it is a little banged up. Could have been used for a trash haul.
Guys, I think that's the Grumbus's sleigh. He's probably in this snowflake.
Well, then I got an idea, and I want to go to the sleigh, and I want to flip it over.
You want to flip it over? Roll a strength check.
That's not what I was expecting.
I was expecting him to like light it on fire or
Oh,
something.
it's an 11.
11. Okay, so yeah, you get kind of low.
I'm gonna say, while I'm doing it, I'm gonna look over at fucking Derek. Sorry.
That's
Derek.
No, not Derek.
He's got a chain wallet and
Misfit shirt
Making
on.
up friends over here. Should we be concerned?
Yeah, I'm gonna look over at Desmond. I'm sorry, I literally have my list up with everyone's name, and I exit out of it. But I'm gonna look over at Desmond and give me a hand here, buddy.
Okay.
I wish I
might
had
as
some more
well.
cookies.
So I'll give him a hand.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a strength check.
I got a 6.
A 6. Okay, yeah, even with both of you on the same side right here, you're kind of lifting low. Desmond a little confused at first, but gets down there with you. You guys go to pick it up, and you kind of get it like a few inches off, and then the other side kind of just like digs a little bit into the snow more, and it doesn't really lift up too much. And you guys' feet kind of dig into the snow a little bit as well.
I'm
And
gonna
then your
see
hands
this
get really
happening
cold.
and walk over there.
Okay, yeah.
Be like, guys, let me show you how it's done.
Come on,
And
come help, buddy.
I want to grab the ski, like the rail part underneath, and I want to do it in a way that is like kind of, I'm like squatting down, and I'm grabbing the two, like I'm like, you know, this far apart with my hands. I'm like grabbing it. I want to try and like do like a deadlift essentially with the ski off the ground.
Can he do it? Can he do it with advantage? Because we're still both kind of trying to flip it here.
Yeah, sure. I'll give you an advantage. You kind of walk up as they're like kind of struggling with it.
This
I would like
thing's
to investigate this.
Since I'm doing it in the style of like a deadlift, can I use athletics?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Oh,
your
see, that's what I was
proficiency, too.
hoping for.
clever.
Yeah.
23.
23. Yeah. So you get this thing.
It was a 19 on the dice, so either way, I think.
Yeah, right. So deadlift is like I don't do like weightlifting that much. I just do machines. So
It's
like
where you like squat down and you
squat
clean
down.
jerk. It's also known as like a clean jerk. Yeah, you pull it up like that and then lift it up. Yeah.
okay. So yeah, and your goal is to pick it up or just to kind of like.
I'm trying to flip it. I saw that they were trying to flip it over, so yeah, my goal.
Yeah.
is
Okay.
to
So you
flip it
kind of
over.
just like clean jerk this from the ski up. And then just kind of like rip it out of their hands as well, like while they're like, oh,
Garen is
Whoa.
very big, by the way. He counts as one size larger than like medium.
yeah, this dude is like quite tall compared to I believe everybody in the party. So you kind of clean jerk it up by the rail, and you just kind of like throw it over, and it kind of flips onto its side over here, leaned up against this cliffside.
So my grandfather was a minotaur.
That's awesome.
While they're doing that, I would like to investigate what Garion called us over to look at.
Okay, yeah, roll an investigation check.
Now
Anything on the bottom of
Grumbus-
this sleigh?
Yeah, now the Grumbus can't use it to escape.
See, you guys, you're thinking alike now.
I have a feeling I'm gonna be flipping this thing back over.
So yeah, you
There's a
look on
reason
the
I
bottom
didn't burn
side. There's nothing really to note on the bottom side of it. You see like where the upholstery is kind of like stapled in to like the wood. of the baseboard of it, and then where like the screws and stuff are like very crudely affixed the skis into like the bottom baseboard as well.
Guys, the craftsmanship on this sleigh leaves something to be desired.
I wonder if this is how the Grumbus stole all the presents.
It's hard to sleigh uphill, but maybe he's got a reindeer or something.
Lucian?
Just a quick question. Does guidance work on yourself, or is it just...
You cannot guide yourself.
You
no.
cannot guide
Okay.
yourself.
But I'm saying I'm kind of around the corner from the alcove right now, so I think that would be meta.
So I am distracted by the beauty of the snow. I rolled a 7.
Oh yeah, 7. I'd say you guys didn't really speak about it with each other, but you walking up now, you notice this sheer stone. You see this like beautiful crystal or beautiful like snowflake design, little knobs, and yeah, it's pretty cold up here. It's kind of hard to focus.
I would like to call to Garion. Garion, what is it that you called us over here for?
I think there's some knobs or something on that snowflake. Couldn't figure out what was really going on, but it's knobby. It's a knobby snowflake.
I'm gonna walk over there and investigate.
Pretty weird.
Now that we have a sleigh flipped over.
And also now that he has told me,
I'll walk back over there as
exactly
well.
I'll
what,
follow.
Yeah, is Garion saying it's knobby? He's like, ooh, knobs.
Yeah, now that he's told me that, I'm going to pull out this crystal that I have as kind of a memento of home. I'm going to hold on to it, and I'm going to focus real hard and try and check those knobs out again.
Okay. What does the crystal do? It's just your flavor?
It's just flavor, yeah.
Okay,
it's
cool. I was just
nothing.
making sure it wasn't like an ability thing. Yeah, I would say, since
I can guide him this time too.
I'm trying to decide how to do this, I would say, Theron, you can roll with advantage with an increased DC since you guys have all been checking it out by now, or you can both roll, and Lucian, your roll will be an increased DC.
What am I rolling?
Okay.
An investigation, sorry,
With guidance.
with guidance.
I'm like pointing at the knobs.
And advantage, or are we both rolling?
It's these knobs right here, man.
I mean, I'm a +0 on investigation. What are you?
I am a +5, so.
So I think we both roll and hope that you get the higher roll.
Okay. Works for me.
Because I got an 11.
Nat 20.
Nat 20, baby.
Oh, oh yeah, baby.
Let's
there we
go. Yeah, that
Or
definitely
25.
beats the
I give-
increased.
I'm looking really intently, and then I look over at Lucian, and I'm like,
It's
dude,
even
high
more
five.
than that with
You're looking
guidance.
way more intensely.
I don't even notice that he's trying to high five me. I've just got this crystal like in my hand, close to my chest, and I am staring at this door or whatever it is with knobs. and
Garion's just there
focusing.
pointing at the knob.
I'm using my guidance, and I'm just pointing at Garius.
Yeah, I got an 11 with guidance, so.
Okay, yeah, I heard that. You're just like kind of being left hung in the air right there, while Lucian kind of like just like again very much attention to detail, just inspecting this entire entryway here. Looks like so you can tell that there's a
Just happen to bring any of those cookies?
I do believe you took all of the cookies and put them in your pouch. So if you ate them all, then there are no
I
more.
was just hoping maybe there was somebody had an extra.
I take out one of my rations and hand him a piece of hardtack.
I also have
What is
rations.
this?
It's not a
I-
cookie.
Yes,
I
I
can
also have
summon
rations,
a
but no
swarm of-
cookies.
I can summon a swarm of bugs if you like to eat
Oh.
bugs.
Hold on, I can do something. And I take the hardtack back and I cast light on it and then hand it back to him.
Garion's just like looking down at this hard like packed in wafer like fucking military ration that's lit up, and he's like, he like smells it. He like blinds him, closes his eyes and smells it, and hands it back to you. Says, "I appreciate it, but I don't. This isn't my kind of cookie."
All right, and I'm just gonna put it back in my backpack, and you can't see shit now.
I have a torch.
So Lucian, as these sorry
I
about
pour
that,
a little bit more oil on my torch.
yeah, just kind of like flares up a little bit more.
I use my druid craft to snuff it out as a joke really quick, and then light it back up in a second.
As soon as he snuffs it out, I cantrip cast light on his torch.
Yeah, so just while you're checking out this door, there's just a strobe effect going on in this alcove, just while the lights go off and on.
As soon as the light disappeared, it was hard to see. I cast light to. I needed to be able to see what I was doing.
So what you do see is this snowflake design. It seems to have 3 sections to it. You notice the knobs are arranged in a way where they're on 3 sections. There's a centerpiece, an inner ring, and then an outer ring. And the details on this snowflake, you see that they kind of don't match up really. You see the centerpiece in the middle almost has like where it comes out, there's 4 prongs like in an X just going out towards the outer rings. And then there's a kind of an intricate design along the inner ring where there's like almost this like cityscape like kind of framework in the snowflake, and then the outer ring has prongs coming out of it as well, where there's 5 prongs coming out. It's kind of like this mismatched like looking design. It's still really elegant and pretty. Just doesn't seem like it's quite right. And then also with a natural 20, you notice kind of beneath your feet here, right at the base of the foot of the door, there is this kind of like a pedal, almost a button, like kind of inlaid into underneath where the kind of crease comes down to the middle of the foot of the door. And then you notice there above there is lights above you, little spotlights that are kind of not lit right now, but just like just along the top of the door and facing down towards you guys.
Okay, so you said it was a pedal or a button?
Yeah, it's kind of like inlaid. It's not really like a pedal that like is lifted above the ground. It's just kind of like inlaid into the ground, almost like there's like you can kind of see the crease around where you can maybe push the button in.
And there's just one of them.
There is just one of them. Yep.
I want to look at what you just described. Does it look like a if you rotated or manipulated the arrangement of these separate rings that it would come together to form like a single image?
Yeah, as Lucian kind of explains as he's looking at this like intricate design and kind of piecing out these different sections of it, it does look like it could possibly maybe be manipulated in some way where it would form an image.
Thump on that pedal.
Okay. First, I'd like to inspect the pedal for traps.
Okay, yeah, roll an investigation. Actually, honestly, you rolled that nat 20 with guidance and all that stuff. I'll go ahead and say you looked at the pedal, you looked at everything pretty thoroughly along the door and like all the creases and like the edges and stuff, and it doesn't seem to be trapped.
Thank God.
Actually, what did you roll?
puzzle.
No takes backs, no takes backs.
Yeah, no take backsies.
Yeah, so it is not trapped.
Okay, then following Garion's request, I push on the pedal, see what happens.
Here you go.
Okay, so yeah, you push down on the pedal and you hear this almost this kind of like not a siren, but like a kind of like a buzzer. And then all of these lights, boom, 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 6 lights above you, just boom, 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 all at once, just come on, illuminating the alcove around you. And in the distance, you hear the sound of maybe a couple extra stray wolves that might have heard that buzzer.
Oh God.
I
But other than the
immediately
buzzer,
turn
nothing
around
else
and-
happens.
And face behind us,
Okay.
like behind the tiefling. Sorry,
I'm
I said
going-
the P word.
I'm going to try and figure out what possibly could be a door. Please protect me if any of these wolves seem to be getting closer.
Don't you worry, buddy. I don't miss.
I know you don't.
So I'd say here we can go ahead and try and decide how. Yeah, let's go ahead and roll initiative just to get in an order, and we'll base out of combat actions as just one action for your turn.
Okay.
As far as the door is concerned.
Okay. That is a 5 once again.
I got a 6.
All right, I'm trying to my initiative page.
Let me know when you're ready for mine.
Lucian.
I only
5.
have a +1 to initiative. This is shit.
I also rolled terribly.
Okay, what is it, Garion?
4.
Garion 4.
I got
Theron?
6.
16.
16. And you said 6,
6.
Desmond?
So how did 3 of us just go 4, 5, 6 in initiative?
Yeah, that's a little woof.
What?
I will say I'm not focused at all on combat. I am staring, trying to figure out this door and get us in here before the wolves ever even arrive. That is my primary concern right now.
Darren, what's your dex?
12.
12.
If you don't mind, I'm gonna step away for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, do your thing. I'm writing out this initiative. While you guys are looking at the door, and you kind of see all these lights come on, and you hear the howling in the distance. It kind of blends in a little bit with the howling of the wind, especially like across this this cliff face here, and you can kind of get the idea that they're not right up on you, although that can change pretty quickly. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves while I'm doing this.
So, Lucian, what makes this so special a door?
Well, to be quite honest, I'm not even 100% sure it is a door, but just given the fact that it is a smooth surface with a design in it at all, that, mind you, the design is not a perfect picture, but could be. I have a feeling that this very well could be a door, and I intend to find out.
It doesn't look like a natural part of the mountain.
Precisely.
Also, these lights. It's got real bright here.
I forgot to add
did-
Fadoff into here. I would say he just kind of like trotted up to this area with you guys and just kind of like
He wasn't doing
looking
shit
over you.
anyway.
All right, he wasn't. He's kind of
He's
just
running
illuminating
away.
the backside of you guys right here.
You just like always have him at like the top or bottom of initiative.
Yeah, that's what I do have.
Garion, did you?
He's
put
a
your
lair
torch
action.
away?
No, I squirted oil on it and it flared up, but then it got put out and now it's got light cast on it. So instead of like a flame, you see like this beam, like it looks like I'm holding a mag light, like face up, like pointed towards the sky.
Okay, I was just asking if you were pulling your bow out and putting it away to prepare for the wolves, or if you still had it out.
All right, so
Yeah, I guess I would have put it away to pull my bow out.
okay.
Okay.
still very illuminated in this area with fade off there, and then all these spotlights, so you guys are good there.
But yeah, I would say I just put it around my belt anyway, so it'd still be, since it's, I wouldn't have to like put it out because it's not on fire. It's
Oh
just
yeah, true.
lit up
So
magically.
it's still illuminated.
No,
in the
yeah,
area.
I was more asking like if it was, if holding the concentration on it was worth it, or if it was like put away to where the light couldn't be seen. But if it's just on your belt, then yeah, it's still lit up. I'm
Yeah,
holding
I don't have any
concentration on it.
control over the light. Yeah, at this point.
Yeah, no, yeah. It's, like I said, if you would have put it away, I would have just dropped concentration on it. But if it is just hanging around your belt, there is still light illuminating from the end of the
Sure.
torch.
Cool.
And
So
the torch looks like small, you know, like it's like if you see like Shaquille O'Neal holding a candy bar, you know what I mean? Like, so like for
How
me,
tall
like
are
on my
you?
waist, it's like not that big. How tall am I?
Yes.
I am like 6'8".
I was gonna say close to 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn.
And I'm not
tall.
like super swole. I'm more like lithe and like kind of ripped. Like very agile, acrobatic.
Cool. All right. So like I said, you guys will. We're going into initiative. There's no enemies currently in your sights right now, but we're just going to go to at least as far as anything with this obstacle in front of you, or any kind of inspections or anything moving further outside of combat actions. We'll just go to 1 action per person. So we'll go Theron first.
I am gonna once again step off my direwolf and smack him in the butt and send him off. Yep. He's gonna fly. He's gonna fly away.
Okay, yeah, and he just kind of like surfs the side of the cliff side here and just flies off.
And then, did I get a sense of direction at all of like which way we heard the wolves howling from?
So make a perception check.
Guidance.
Strong suit.
I'm gonna
okay.
point in the direction that I heard them.
With guidance. 13.
A 13. With a 13, I would say that it kind of like being up here on the top of the mountain. There's also like the wisping and like almost screaming of the like the wind and blizzard hitting the side of the cliffside here, and the howling kind of, while distinct, and you guys noticed what it was, kind of blended in a little bit with that, so you couldn't really get a direct direction. You know that it's kind of closer towards the way you guys came up the mountain, but you don't have like a specific direction.
Well,
So-
I'm like pointing in one direction, and you like kind of look away for a second, and you look back, and I'm
Yeah, he
pointing in
kinda-
a different direction.
Yeah, he kind of looks like 15 degrees off of where you thought, and like you guys kind of look at each other.
So then what I'm gonna do is we got eyes pointing this way. I'm just gonna kind of come stand southwest here of Fade Off and be looking out down this way, just kind of lifeguard scanning around.
Okay, perfect. Desmond.
I was wondering to see if I could find like tracks or anything. So I want to just kind of keep a lookout and see if animals come by this way often or not.
Okay, yeah, roll a survival check.
16?
A 16. With a 16, you obviously see what looks to be 4 humanoid tracks leading up to exactly where you are. You see the Fade Off's tracks leading up that way as well. And I will say, with a 16, you see kind of over near where the snow is, you see just one set of animal tracks. You can't really discern which kind of animal, but you do see tracks kind of leading up to the side of this area, and see a little bit of just like a discolored spot in the snow right next to one of the ski rails, and then tracks leading away from the sleigh. Other than that, it's pretty clear, fresh powder up here.
Guys, looks like this isn't a very active animal trail if there is one nearby. But something took a whiz on the sleigh.
And yeah,
then I
getting a
think-
better look, you do see that discolored, kind of yellow brownish, like sunken in portion of the snow right next to the sleigh there. All right, anything else you want to move?
Yeah, I think I just like to like come out a little here and keep like a watch out this way as well.
Okay.
But try not to be in anybody's line of sight, like, or screw up their line of sight.
Okay, cool. Lucian.
So just for my understanding, it's only, is it 3 different layers, or is it only 2, like an inner and an outer, or an inner, a middle, and an outer?
It's kind of like an inner, a middle, and outer. I might explain that a little brain dead, but yeah, center, and then like the ring that's like the inner part inside, and then an outer ring. So 3 sections, like a circle, and
So
then
it's
a
like
ring
a
and a ring.
circle, a ring. Okay.
Yeah.
And there's a knob connected to each one. Is
Mhm.
that correct? Okay. So the circle, the most inner, is there anything I can tell as far as the image? Like, does it seem like it's facing, like it may be upside down or to the side? Like, does it seem off in any way to me? Can I tell?
Other than not really knowing the like intended nature, I guess, or positioning of this, it doesn't seem off at all. And I'll kind of just like again, like the last thing I'll kind of lump in with your natural 20 investigation. It doesn't really seem off. Everything's kind of flush. There's just like an obvious like 3 sections, and then each one has kind of like a knob, kind of like on the outer portion of it. So it's like the circle and then a knob right here, almost to where you can just like maneuver each piece individually.
Are the knobs like misaligned or kind of randomly, or like they lined up in any sort of way, or?
They right now they have, let's see, they are kind of random, I would say. Not really in a perfect line, maybe in kind of like just a crooked line, just like near each other in the sections, but not completely lined up.
Okay. Then I want to take that middle, or like not middle, sorry, like the innermost, the circle, the knob, and I just want to give it a push, kind of clockwise, and see if it'll move.
Okay. Yeah, so you go to grab the knob, while it's very, very cold to the touch, you push it gently to the in a clockwise motion, and it does rotate. And you see, as you start to move it, it kind of goes to like a third of the way, like to down, and kind of like almost like so it starts as like 4 prongs in an X design, and it kind of like lattice work moves its way where it kind of folds in and like retracts, and then like extracts. What am I trying to say? It kind of folds in and then folds back out upon itself, and then when you it kind of like stations into place, and then there is 5 prongs. So there's a design that almost kind of looks like a star in a way, like 5 prongs coming out of the center there.
Okay, and it, as far as like the overall image, does it look any more oriented, or like?
Let's see. It still looks flush. I wouldn't say there is like a clear image. While unaffected, the second and the third sections, it doesn't seem as like the 5 prongs lead directly across the design in a clean way. If that makes sense.
Okay.
Because it kind of it's 5 prongs into like what looks like a kind of townscape or cityscape, and then into the outer edge, which is also 5 prongs coming out. So the middle one doesn't look like it aligns with the excuse me, inner or at the outer.
Huh. Okay.
All right. Garion.
Yeah, you guys are gonna see Garion. I'm just gonna say to everyone, don't worry, guys. Just gonna become invisible for a minute, and you're gonna see me disappear, kind of in a window wipe, kind of from my head to my toes. So my head disappears first, and it kind of like works its way down the rest of my body, and the last thing you see is my feet as they disappear.
Awesome.
And then I am going to. Is there space between the cliff and this tree here?
Yeah, I say there's like enough space. Not a lot. Maybe you'll be brushing up against the bush if you get behind it, but there is.
I just want to move to this square, so I'm like in the back corner of this square here.
Okay, yeah, easy enough.
And yeah, I'm invisible.
Okay, cool.
Hidden step.
Hidden step.
It's a bonus action. I can turn invisible until the start of my next turn, or until I attack, make a damage roll, or force someone to make a saving throw.
Okay, cool. Roll, just for the sake of me, roll a stealth check real quick.
With advantage because I'm invisible?
Yes, sir.
Well, the first one was a 25. Second one, 16, so 25.
Yeah, so easy enough. You're hidden back there. Cool. So we go back to the top. You hear the howling again, and it gets a little bit louder. You can kind of discern that it's coming from this general area over here. But you still yet to see anything. Theron, your turn.
Oh god.
Bless.
Horrible timing. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm just gonna hold strong over here by fade off. I mean, last time we saw wolves, he's a little bitch and kept running away. So if he's gonna run, I want him to run past me, I guess.
Okay. So you don't want to take any actions. Just want to hold for now.
Yeah.
You want to hold anything?
I'm just gonna have my sword in my hand, and I'm gonna have it one-handed this time, and I'm gonna pull my shield out as well.
Okay.
Can I also retroactively? I just took a bonus action and movement. Can I hold my action to pull my bow back if any of these wolves come into my sight?
Yeah, I'll say you can, because you're not over here messing with the door, so you're a little bit more in like a combat format of a initiative.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm looking for these wolves.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So yeah, you're holding an action to bow attack these wolves if you see them.
Yes, sir.
All right. Anything else for you, Theron?
Nope, that's gonna be it. Just gonna stand by fade off.
All right, Desmond.
I've just got a little self-bolster to take care of real quick.
Okay.
I've got a once per long rest use of false life. I will activate that now.
Okay.
So I'm gonna cast my freebie of false life, so I get 2d4 plus 4 and temp HP.
Nice.
It's only 7, but every little bit counts.
Truly.
And then, since that was a action, and I can use a cantrip as a bonus action, I'm gonna cast Shillelagh and ready my staff.
What is that?
So Shillelagh is, I don't think it's concentration. That's what I've been trying to figure out.
Wizard shit.
For the duration, I use my spellcasting ability instead of strength for the attack and damage rolls of melee attacks using a staff, which I have. And then it's a d10.
Okay.
And I can make it do force damage. So.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, just keep that in mind and remind me when it comes to it.
Yeah, it's good for a minute, and so I'll bring it up if I have to.
Okay.
And then that'll just be it. I would take one step back too if I could, just be a little closer to the cliff edge.
Yeah, sure. You kind of back up towards the edge, and you can just feel like the cold kind of emanating off this frozen stone face here. Lucian.
Looking at the image, or the door, I want to take
I'm sorry. Which one did you say makes the cityscape? Because you said 2 of them are prongs and 1 of them makes the
The
cityscape.
middle one.
Yeah, so
The middle one?
the center is the prongs, the outer
Okay.
one is the prongs, and then the middle one is like the design cityscape, where it's kind of just like the outlines of like buildings kind of all around the ring.
Okay. Looking at it, does it look like Whatville at all? If you were to take it and instead of it being kind of in a ring and draw it out flat on a map, would it look at all like Whatville? Can I tell?
I guess you could say kind of similar. It kind of doesn't really have like too many distinct features, but just like being in town for like the few hours that you were, you notice that the all the buildings aren't like exactly perfectly flush, straight up and down vertical 90-degree angles all over the place. A little bit of them, some of them are kind of like wonky and mishap and makeshift a little bit, and you can kind of see that this resembles that in a way. It's not like perfect 90-degree angles, but it's kind of like sharp corners and edges and more acute angles as well.
Okay. I guess with that, I'm going to just take and move the middle ring counterclockwise.
Counterclockwise? Okay. And as you do, it explodes. I'm sorry. As you do,
No.
It moves very easily, gently across, kind of moving from like a left positioning to like a third of the way around to like maybe the bottom right position, and all the angles and the design and the line work kind of like fold in on themselves again, like kind of lattice work, and this like intricate design, and as you kind of station it in position, form this mountainscape that's also like very jagged and kind of not really like 90-degree angles and perfect lines and stuff. It's just kind of around the side, just like you can see, it's kind of like the mountainscape with like the little edges that signifies like the snow caps and stuff like that.
Alright. Okay.
Cool. Garion.
Well, I'm not invisible anymore.
Alrighty.
I'm just gonna continue to hold my action, looking for something coming at our back.
Yeah, and easy enough. I will say you have partial cover behind this kind of dead like bush. It looks a lot more opaque and stuff. Like as you're here, you do have partial cover, but you could probably still kind of like, especially how much of a sharpshooter you are, just shoot straight through with that partial cover still intact.
Yep, I ignore anything other than full cover.
All right. All right. So that brings us to the top. And those of you on lookout, you can see as just through the like misty snow wisps and stuff on the edge of this cliff over here. But yeah, so you guys see these frost wolves come out of the brush, kind of hear us like snarling. They notice the like bright light, the illuminating off of fade off of the spotlight, the 6 spotlights that are like just kind of stationed straight towards Lucian, kind of in his face, but he's just like almost breaking like a cold sweat, just like staring at this like the design of this snowflake on this doorway. And yeah, you guys are on lookout. Immediately fade off kind of just gets the demeanor of being a little scaredy cat again. He's kind of nervous. He doesn't really have a good experience with these wolves, as you can tell. Garion holding his action.
Yeah, as soon as this one pops into my line of sight, I'm loosing that arrow.
Yeah, go for it.
$27.
27 will hit AF.
That is 10 points of damage.
Nice.
10 points, nice.
Now, question, I guess, is do I get because I get two attacks per action, so since I'm holding my full action, I'll get both attacks, right?
I've seen this before. I think it's like,
I honestly thought it was like the same as a reactionary attack because you're holding your action, but it uses your reaction to initiate.
But I think it just it's like the difference of like a multi. It's like a multi-attack, or if like. So your attack is, how does it worded? If you don't, I can look at it. Hold on.
It just says actions, attacks per action too. So I have, for every action that I take, I have 2 attacks.
Well then, I mean, yeah, if you have 2 attacks per one action, and
in
you're holding your
Dungeons
one
and
action.
Dragons, if you have 2 actions or 2 attacks per action and you hold your action, you can make both attacks.
Yeah, boom, makes sense. So yeah, roll another one.
Ooh, just an 11 to hit.
11 does not hit. While the first one kind of.
I'm going to use my superiority die for a precision attack and roll again.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
And roll now, and I'll figure that part out later. Ooh, not very good either, but 15?
15 does hit.
Let's go. Same wolf.
Yeah, so
this one is 6 damage.
6 damage, gotcha. How does that like that correction kind of look for Garion?
You see me pull back the arrow, and I got it lined up, and you see me actually release. But in the last second before the arrow can actually leave the bow, I catch it again and re-pull it back into the correct position and loose the arrow.
Sick.
Oh, that's fucking awesome. And yeah, you
That's
just see
pretty sick.
inspiration, by the way. You see both arrows just kind of boom boom on either side of the torso, just whelping in pain right there. And yeah, you see these other 2 kind of snarl towards your guys' group. We have Desmond and Theron looking out on guard for protecting Fadolf, and Lucian just breaking a cold sweat over this door. And Garion over here in the cut doing his
16 damage total, baby.
Yeah, 16 damage. Yeah, that's awesome. A headless snowman sitting by a sleigh. And yeah, we'll pick up there next Sunday.
Let's go.
Yeah, hell yeah, guys.
Let's go.
Great job, dude.
Hey, thank you all for joining us on this adventure so far. We hope you're enjoying it as much as we are. If you are, just please remember to like, comment, share, follow, and subscribe at Side21 TV on YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, and TikTok. Again, it helps us out a lot and keeps you guys notified when we release new content. So wherever you are this holiday season, please remember to take care, and we'll see you next time on Side21. Thanks.